Hey, turn that shit up, Mike.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeezing, leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeezing, leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Tryna catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more.
His brain's gone, nigga.
It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting.
We really hit it, nigga.
We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hit us, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals.
Break that shit down, nigga.
AK to anybody kill. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. 7.62 gon' split 'em. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner.
5.0, eat 'em up, eat 'em up.
SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I can squeeze, leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I can squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding.
What up? Peace and blessings to everybody out here today. Y'all smash that like button if y'all can. What's going on, everybody? Thomas, what up, big dog? Peace and blessings, homie. Original American. Peace and blessings, King. Coach Andra, the illustrious Coach Amber. My bad. Peace and blessings, Queen. All things. First one in, last one out. Peace and blessings, King. Jamal Fareed, peace and blessings, King. We up in here today. She should be pulling up in a second. But yeah, she got a great topic coming on today. Y'all set y'all notifications for 5 o'clock today. At 5 o'clock, I'm dropping a new video. And on my new video at 5, that's what time it's gonna premiere. I'm gonna premiere it at 5 o'clock. And when it come out, I got a video of a guy that beat the hell out of Shakur Stevenson. He beat the hell out of Devin Haney, but Tank beat him. Yes. They all fought the same person, but Tank the only one that made that man look bad. The dude even fought Tim Tszyu. Yeah, this dude even fought Tim Tszyu. He's not that big, but he gave Tim Tszyu that work as well. Yeah. He just got finished working Shakur. Him and Shakur going about it back and forth on the gram about it and on Twitter. But yeah, this guy right here is the truth. Him and Tank went back and forth. Tank gave him the business. Brennan House, salute King. Him and Devin went back and forth. He gave Devin the business, but then Bill Haney told him to cut the camera off after he rocked Devin. OTB, salute King. So yeah, this guy out here giving out super work. They call him the Sparring King up there in Mayweather's gym, Kevin Johnson. And I got the video dropping at 5. I got a heck of a video. I'm just making sure y'all know it's gonna be premiered at 5 o'clock today, Eastern Standard Time. Yep. Heck yeah, I'm waiting for her to come on now. Thomas here. She said she's putting something up right now, and then she's coming on. That whole boy, peace and blessings, King. Yep. So yeah, Shakur's going back and forth on social media with this guy, Kevin Johnson. But I did some digging. Kevin Johnson, he's been putting in that work. They call him the Sparring King at the Mayweather gym. And that man has put that work on Tim Tszyu. And he's much smaller than Tim Tszyu. But he put that work on Tim Tszyu. He put that work on Devin Haney. He put that work on Shakur Stevenson. And he went against Tank. Tank gave him the business. Ariana, peace and blessings, Queen. Welcome to the show. And when I seen that right there, yeah, Thomas Hill, thunderstorm. You must have just looked it up, didn't you, Thomas Hill? Yeah, I got the video dropping at 5. Hey, Thomas, hop up here real quick, bro. Hop up here real quick, Thomas Hill. We can talk about that real quick until the key get there. Oh, word. I follow him too, but I wasn't paying attention. I didn't get the notifications. I ain't really get the notifications until I see, oh, here go my illustrious co-host. She's in the building. Miss Key Alexandra, peace and blessings, and welcome.
Hey, Upper, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Chiming in and out of the great boxing talk. Shout out to Fanon. That took some patience.
I'm hoping Freak fly over, come over here like he normally do, because I got a whole argument for him. I was telling Fanon to let me on or whatever. Fanon, he wanted that work. But if I see Freaking Fly over here today, me and him, I'm gonna have him come on up and finish that conversation.
Oh, Lord. Hey, Thomas.
Salute to you, Cuddy. How you doing, Key?
Good. What you got to say, King?
Oh,
Kick
no,
us off right, Thomas.
You said what?
I
Hey,
said kick us off right. Kick the show off right.
Hold on 1 second, Keith. Jermaine Wood, whoever put that in that title live, you can ask Thomas Hill. And Thomas Hill, I told you I got the video dropping at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time today. Y'all just make sure y'all set y'all notifications because it's going.
My
The
bad.
man, he sat there, he gave Tim Tszyu, he beat Tim Tszyu up in the ring. He beat Devin Haney up. He beat Shakur Stevenson up. He tried to beat up Tank, and Tank beat that man down.
Yeah, somebody on YouTube might have said that, but I mean, you asked Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm said, "Hey, he learned a lot in that sparring session."
And Tank was giving
Tank's
him the work
different,
on
bro.
the inside. Tank was hitting him with some stank. He
Yeah,
said
Tank.
Tank hit harder than Tim Zoo.
Yeah, he said Tank hit him the hardest he's ever been hit before in his
And
life.
he said he's done sparred against. He said he done Bruce Gas and Jazz. Peace and blessings, King. That man said he's done sparred a light heavyweight before. He said Tank is the hardest hitter he's ever been in the ring with, even including the light heavyweight. And he's also been with Tim Zoo and worked Tim Zoo.
Nah, he got skill set, man. Dude is tough. He's
Yeah,
tough, man.
he just don't translate over to the ring. Like
Yeah, he's one of those. He's one of those fighters that, for some odd reason, when the lights come on, you know, get a
Adrian
little.
Broner beat him. Remember?
Yeah, I remember. But I mean,
Black all
What
day.
are y'all?
Peace and blessings, King. Salute.
What are y'all
Adrian,
referring to?
you
Upper,
said,
I'm sorry.
what
What
you
do
say?
y'all? What video? What video you talking? You talking about what you had? Text me.
No, I said I'm gonna drop it at 5. The video I was talking about.
But you're
But
talking about what you had text me this morning.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
oh,
that's what I'm
okay,
talking about. That's what I'm gonna drop at 5. But if you want to check it out early, you can go on Instagram. The dude name is Keith Thunderstorm Johnson.
yeah, he's tough, man. He real sharp with his stuff.
That
He just, like you said, don't translate in the ring for some odd reason. I don't know what that's about. Salute,
I need
Miss
to
Elaine.
see him so I can see what is he doing to give Shakur and Devin such
out
a
when AB
problem.
beat him though. AB beat him a while ago, so he probably been sparring for a long time now. So he done learned a lot from that AB fight and all these other fights coming up because he in the Mayweather gym. So that fight was over 10 years ago. So he had 10 years of training. Now he up here beating everybody down, Key.
Okay, but what is he doing to give and not even gonna say nothing to that comment. But
No, what happened?
what did Keith, the guy that you're talking to, what is he saying? I mean, what is he doing to Shakur and Devin to give them such a hard time? Like what
He
are they unable
he
to
was
overcome?
beating them down in the ring. He what he did with Shakur. He I seen what he did to Shakur. He pressed Shakur. He was coming over top of Shakur's lead hand. Shakur was trying to catch him. He was hitting Shakur all in the body. Shakur was swinging. He was coming over top, catching Shakur. Like he did a number to him. Original American Boxing Outlet Live, man. Boxing Outlet don't rock with Tank. Original American.
Yeah, he
Like
hates him.
Original
Yeah,
American.
he has a type of vendetta against Tank. I
Yeah.
think it has everything. It results back to Mayweather.
Hey, Original American. I'm gonna drop the video at 5 o'clock. You'll see. Even Kevin Johnson said that Tank gave him work. He was giving Tank some good work, but he couldn't handle Tank when
Yeah,
Tank
no,
turned it up.
he gave
Yeah,
him good work until
yeah,
Tank
I
got
ain't saying
tipped
Tank
off.
just obliterated him. No, Tank didn't just obliterate him. I just told you this man just beat on Devin and Shakur and Tim Zoo. So now I ain't saying Tank just washed him, but when Tank turned it up, Tank beat
Yeah,
that man down.
yeah,
And he
Tank
was
turned it
fighting
up,
on the
and then my
inside.
man said it
Tank
was
was on
good.
the inside tearing him up.
Yeah, he said he was good after that. He was like, "Yeah, I'm good, man. It was good work." Tank just got like Tank being there trying to work on stuff, and then
Yeah.
it's Tank. People want to
Read
get.
what
It's
Nate
like when
Duquesne
Bruce
just said.
Lee. I heard
Keith,
that. I heard Bruce Lee would make movies, and people wanted to test their skill against him. So when they in the screen, they go off script and actually try to fight him. And
yeah,
he had to,
Chuck
he
Norris
had
did
to
it
act.
twice.
Yeah, he
Hey,
had to act.
read Dank Duquesne's comment.
Dank Lucane.
Look, I got it on the screen.
Upper, I
Uprising
seen exactly what you seen, but dude had big problems with Tank and was on his bike.
Yeah, when Tank started throwing them crisp shots. Now he was
Hey,
giving it to
up.
Tank for a little bit. When Tank started getting sharp, it was like Tank hit a switch. Tank got
Yeah,
sharp, and that's when I said, "Oh man!"
yeah.
When
Now
I
that
seen,
exactly what you just
and
said.
look, I seen Tank get sharp like that. I said, "Oh, I ain't never seen Tank that sharp." I said, "Oh, maybe it
Wait,
is a bigger gap between him and Shakur and Devin." So when Tank say he gonna get them guys, I really believe it now. He's gonna get them guys because that man showed me something a lot different.
I
I
you
said
said,
know,
it
"Well, he is."
yesterday. I said it yesterday. I said y'all. I said y'all need to get Tell Shakur and Devin to get all the practice that they can, because in my opinion, y'all thinking this is gonna be close. It won't be close from the eye test that I'm seeing. I'm trying to tell y'all, trying to tell it's not gonna go with y'all how you
Gucci.
think it's going to go. You better leave my dog alone, Tom.
She feeling her stuff right now. Juicy got her hair fried, dyed, and laid to the side.
Gucci don't
No,
know
but
how to act.
you right, and I'm gonna tell you why you right, man.
And shout
Because
out to my boy Southpaw TV, because Southpaw he did a video on it too. And matter of fact, in a few minutes I'm gonna pull up
yeah,
Southpaw.
oh boy, you ain't never lied.
Y'all hear me? In a few minutes I'm gonna pull up Southpaw video on our live so y'all can see it, because he did a video of it too. Mine's different from his though. I got more footage, but
Facts, OTB. OTB need to get up here. That's what he need to do. Yeah, but you were absolutely right. The thing that he said he would do in the fight to Devin and Shakur is exactly what happened when Thunderstorm started getting off and started talking. He started
yeah,
talking. See, that's the thing. Tank be just like working on stuff, and then people talk.
remember Tank said when he fight Devin and Shakur, he ain't gonna fight the same way. He said he gonna come after them. And that's exactly what Thunderstorm did. Thunderstorm came after both of them. And
And-
it's funny because Bill Haney wasn't saying nothing until Devin got rocked. Then he was
yeah,
talking about put that camera up.
yeah. Hey, but also to your point, three
Bullet,
fights
peace
that
and
I
blessings.
go
Bullet.
to for Tank to
Zulu,
show you the
peace,
complete. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, my man. My
now,
bad.
peace and blessings to Zulu and Bullet.
Oh yeah, definitely Zulu, my guy from the great state of Texas. That boy don't play. He said everything bigger and better where he from. Bullet Gibson, my guy. He from the Sunshine State outside the east side. You know what I'm saying? Florida. He be acting a little bit tipsy sometimes with his Devin stuff, but I'm gonna let him be because that's my
And
guy, Rob.
OTB, yeah, Tank is beatable. But I'm gonna tell you something like
Everybody
this.
is.
Everybody don't know, but Tank and Floyd be in there all the time. Like people don't think Tank and Floyd is that close. That's Floyd's moneymaker, bro. Like they can say what they say in public, but that's Tank and Floyd is lifetime partners, bro.
Man, all you gotta do is think about it, man. When they
Okay, Bullet. No, he wasn't. Bullet. No, he was not. Matter of fact, I'm glad you said that, Bullet. I'm about to put it up
Uh-oh.
there.
He
You
got the
about to see
smoke. He's gonna
Devin
have to
get
blow it
rocked.
for you.
Hold on.
He gonna blow it for you. But up, yeah, the three fights that I go to show you the skill set that in its totality for Tank is that Pedraza fight, that Pitbull fight, that Barrios fight. That shows you everything and every aspect that a boxer must have. He has it on full on display.
The Santa Cruz fight.
Oh yeah, that Santa Cruz fight, boy. That was viciousness. That was Halloween. That was Michael Myers. My man Jason. Freddy
Yeah,
Krueger,
you can look
all
at
wrapped in one.
look how he did Ryan Garcia and Rolling. You know, you can look at all Tank fight. Each one of his fights, he shows
Yeah,
people
but
something.
you know they be saying he don't got skill. But in
Yeah,
those
and he
fights,
shows.
you see extreme skill on full on display.
And see, that's what I be telling people about Deontay Wilder. People don't know, but Deontay Wilder is probably one of the most skilled heavyweights out there. You know why? Because everybody know he has a right hand. Everybody knows he has that right hand that'll bust people up. Light skin business, peace and blessings, King. And if you know a person got the right hand, boxing is hit and don't get hit. How you getting hit with that right hand and going to sleep?
Facts.
That man has
Facts.
IQ. He
And the
sets you
cold
up.
part about it is those same people who say Wilder garbage ain't got no skills, the same people that glorify Pacquiao. And I swear Pacquiao was the same way.
Nah, Pacquiao was as vicious as Wilder or had a better knockout
No, no,
position.
no.
Pacquiao
I'm just saying
wow.
when he first started, all he could do was throw one, two punches. That was it. But he was getting people up out of there. He was winning.
Well,
Now I'm not saying nobody got the
them
power
until he
that Wilder
started getting a
got.
big head. Remember his
Yeah,
head started growing?
yeah,
Then he started taking people out like that.
that's why he didn't want to take that. He didn't want to take that blood test.
Exactly.
Yes, what? And they blamed that on Mayweather. My man didn't want to take it. They both about to take it, but he got affinity of needles and he got tattoos all over his place, all over his body. Come on, man. People will believe anything. Hell, they believe Devin Haney. I mean, not Devin Haney, Bill Haney, and everything he say. You know they gonna believe whatever a fighter say. But that being said, Key, I want to say, all dog lives matter, and I'm not gonna mess with your dogs right now, girl. You gonna and let them rock they
Leave
perms.
my baby alone now. Leave my baby alone. Leave my baby alone, okay? She is innocent. I cannot help it that I pamper her.
Gucci.
But I wanted to, and I've been enjoying listening to you guys cook. Shout out to everybody that's in here. I hope y'all are having a wonderful, blessed day. Um, Let me do the roll call real quick. Let's get this thing kicked off right. Shout out to Zulu Lion. What up, King? Shout out to Dank Blue King. Tank can literally fight in different levels and gears. Them dudes, toolbox, not stacked. Ah, Dank, talk to him. I've been trying to tell him that. Shout out to Queen Ariana, Bullet Gibson. Shout out to you, King. All things. As always, shout out to you. Original American. Hey, how you doing? OTB Box Cool. I think TWT stands for the winning team. I think so. If it's not, apologies, but shout out to you. Um, Also, let's see who else is in here. Um, that whole boy. Shout out to you. Shout out to Jermaine Root Wood. Shout out to B Dog Black All Day. Jamel Farhid. Is that how you say it? Farid. And Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. Shout out to y'all. Thank you guys for all coming in here this
Now
afternoon. Huh?
I'm sorry. Now I was just gonna say, now that brother definitely need to come up. Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more got so much knowledge.
Yeah, that's like a walking almanac right there. And
Yeah.
think encyclopedia on boxing. I always Miss B Word, shout out to you, Queen. That whole boy, I can't help it. You already know. But shout out to you guys for coming through. Shout out to the queens that's coming through this page. Coach Amber, I saw you. Salute, Queen. So let's get this kicked off with the topic. Upper. Upper,
Upper
you there?
about to load it. Yeah, he getting that bit. He getting that video.
Oh, okay, he doing
He
a
about
video.
to
Okay.
load it out. So you got to run it.
Got it. So today we are talking about the social media narratives and things that are happening in boxing based off of social media. And it's really a piggyback. Me and I had brought this idea to Upper yesterday, and it was just by happenstance that Fanon had brought it up today. If you guys haven't, please check out Fanon's channel, like and subscribe. Definitely one of the goats of this YouTube boxing streets. And it played right into what Upper and I was discussing yesterday regarding the social media and the narratives that's around here. How you doing, Aaron Muhammad?
Reverb. I like that. Say that one more again.
Is good, Upper?
You good. You good.
Okay. So Upper, you want to go? You want to play the video? Oh, he just clicked out. Okay, anyways. So and the narratives that's going on. So here's what's happening, and I feel like we're all missing the main important thing. Okay, but the first thing,
I
first thing
had
is
to
first.
I had to keep the other one out real quick. Well, that's why I did that little noise because Miss B, peace and blessings, Queen. I had to back out for a second because if not, it was gonna have that do noise. You know what I'm talking about? If you have more than one
Yeah,
device. All right,
Yeah,
I'm
when
about
you
to
at the end of a
shout
cliff
out
and
to
you
my guy.
talking.
Shout out to my guy Southpaw 86. I mean 773. It's my guy. Y'all don't know y'all subscribe to him because Southpaw he's something else. He's something different. But
Hey, you think you can drop the link one more time so we can get Bruce Gas or my man OTV up here
all right, hold on.
or anybody, shoot, anybody up here for that matter. Before
Hold
you
on,
finish
hold on.
this
I'll drop the
video.
link before I play this real quick. Hold on.
Okay, okay. Your world. They
Nah,
want
stop
the
dropping
smoke.
it.
You got it for them, baby. You got the smoke.
There
You
we
know
go.
you blow it. Want to
Dante,
blow
peace
that?
and blessings, bro. Peace and blessings, Dante. All right. There go the link. Should be right there. I just rinsed you up, Miss B. Peace and blessings. I just rinsed her up. Make sure everybody in here rinsed. Circle 7. Let me see. Let me make sure Circle 7. Okay, Circle 7, the real page. You know what I said, everybody get rinsed for right now until we hit 4,000, which we get close to right now. We're a few away from 4K. All right, so I got Miss B, Circle 7. Is that everybody that's in here? Yep. See, everybody that's y'all rocking with me and Key right now get rinsed up until I hit 4,000. Then the rest of the people they don't get. All right, we about to drop. I'm about to play this right here.
Damn,
Shout out
Dante,
to
man,
you
I'm
guys.
glad that you feeling better, bro.
Oh yeah, Dante, I'm glad you feeling better, bro.
Pop with the drop.
drop. Peace and blessings, Pop with the drizzop.
With that drizzy.
Yep. All right, y'all. Dude, shout out to my man Southpaw. If y'all ain't subscribed to him, subscribe to him. He a funny guy, but he knows his stuff.
TikTok and Instagram. He is the self-proclaimed sparring king.
And sparring, they call me a sparring king, sparring champion.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When I first seen this dude, I thought he was kind of corny. I thought he was just straight goofy. Then I realized this is just who the man is. And when you really think about it, every boxing gym in America got a Kevin Thunderstorm Johnson in it. I'm talking about that dude at the gym who never really made it big in his career, but he will give you 100 rounds in sparring, and he will beat that ass in sparring. That's Kevin Thunderstorm Johnson, a.k.a. the Sparring King.
And sparring, they call me a sparring king, sparring champion.
With that said, I'm sure everybody's seen the video of Kevin Thunderstorm Johnson beating Shakur Stevenson's brains out in sparring. I bet y'all Shakur Stevenson thought that nobody would ever see this video. I bet y'all Shakur Stevenson thought that Kevin Johnson was never gonna post a sparring.
They call me a sparring king.
As y'all can see, Kevin Johnson took it right to Shakur Stevenson in his sparring. He was staying right in the man's chest, hitting him with body shots, hitting him with combinations, keeping a jab right in Shakur Stevenson's face because he had no fear of Shakur Stevenson. Everybody gives Shakur Stevenson way too much respect in fights and in sparring. Kevin Johnson beat Shakur Stevenson's brains out.
Y'all hold on for a second. Let me get that comment off the screen, because I know that comment on the screen probably messing y'all up. All right, hold on. Was that comment in the screen and y'all way too, Thomas?
Hitting them with body shots.
I was good, but I know you got a
combinations.
You got a what's the name?
The jab right in Shakur Stevenson's face because he had no fear of Shakur Stevenson. Everybody gives Shakur Stevenson way too much respect in fights and in sparring. Kevin Johnson beat Shakur Stevenson's brains out in this sparring.
Yeah, I watched that motherfucking Southpaw.
Kevin Johnson posted sparring all over TikTok and Instagram. And he had fans roasting Shakur Stevenson in the comment section. Shakur Stevenson, being the emotional individual that he is, went to the comment section and said, I could post my parts, but I ain't gonna make you famous like that. Kevin Johnson responded back by saying, y'all scared to fight a real fighter. Brings me to the question, let's fight. Yes or no, you bum.
I know Southpaw TV.
To this day.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is a fight that I wouldn't mind seeing. Just because Kevin Johnson is not that known in the professional boxing world, the man is the sparring king.
And sparring, they call me a sparring king, sparring champion.
This is Kevin Johnson beating up on Devin Haney. Notice how Devin Haney shoots a jab to the body. Johnson catches it and lands a beautiful straight two on Devin Haney's face. As soon as Bill Haney saw Devin get rocked right here, Bill Haney decided to save Devin Haney. Everybody take a look at Bill Haney. He's thinking, damn, nobody better not be recording this sparring. As soon as he notices the cameraman, Bill Haney tells the cameraman to stop recording. What a coward.
You ain't shit.
Notice how Devin Haney ain't say nothing until he seen his daddy say something first. Devin Haney's like, yo, stop recording. Y'all heard my pops?
Horrible fighter.
Stop the cap.
Notice how Bill Haney had nothing to say about the man recording until he saw Devin Haney get rocked by Kevin Johnson. As soon as Bill Haney saw his son get rocked, then he tells the man to stop recording. What a clown.
Who made the most money? Who made the most money?
Kevin Johnson even posted this on his Instagram. It says, knew it wasn't going good for him. All of them guys is easy work. I wouldn't say that now. You see, everybody saw the video of Kevin Johnson sparring Gervonta Tank Davis. You see, Kevin Johnson might be able to beat up on Shakur Stevenson. Easy work. He might be able to beat up on Devin Haney. Easy work. But when he sparred Gervonta Tank Davis, Gervonta Tank Davis pieced his ass up. But there is no shame in that. You see, Gervonta Davis is the face of boxing. Gervonta Davis is levels above Shakur and Devin put together.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I don't think that Kevin Johnson likes Southpaw TV too much, but I will say this. I do respect what the man does. He is the sparring king. Especially because he beat up Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney.
All right. Shout out to my guy Southpaw again.
God. Oh my God. Oh my, I have so much to say, Upper. I have so much to say. First of all, let me just say this.
Shout out one more time to my guy Southpaw. Now we back in here.
No. Wait, hold on. Before you go, Melvin Nair podcast. He had a super chat up. He sent you that $5.
You said what?
You got a super chat.
You got a super chat.
I didn't even see it. Hold on. My man Melvin Nair podcast. Salute up. That's not the rest of the crew. I got a Calvin Ford interview coming out soon. Shoot you the link when it's ready. Yeah, drop your link in the chat, bro. Drop your link in the chat.
Thank you too for the donation.
Yeah, appreciate you for the $5 holler, bro. But yeah, drop your link in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe so we can see this. Oh, this Rome the Plug. Okay, that's my man Rome the Plug. Salute, Rome. Is that your same page?
Oh, that's Rome the Plug? Okay. What's up?
That's my boy Rome the Plug.
That's what's up.
I'm one of your three subscribers already, Rome the Plug. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Hold on.
I'll make sure I subscribe, Rome. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna subscribe to the Melvin Nair. I'm already on Rome the Plug, but I didn't know you was Melvin Nair. I guess
I think he just changed his name.
Y'all finna
you talking about old boy Bullet Southpaw? Yeah, Southpaw, hilarious in the morning.
Yeah, but that's Rome the Plug link. Everybody, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Melvin Nair podcast so we can see that Calvin Ford interview.
Y'all definitely will be subscribing, Rome the Plug. Shout out to you. I haven't seen you in a while. Shout out to you, Rome. I have so much to say, y'all. First of all,
hold on, Original American. You said you didn't see Devin get rocked. Hold on, I'll put it back for you. Hold on, bro. I ain't want you to miss out on that.
He unpacked.
You ain't got rocked and stumbled, but you know, I can show it for you. Hold on. I do that for you, Original American. Because you know, I don't want nobody not to get it. And then they said he got worked the whole sparring match. They made him put the thing up. And you see Devin ain't talked about that yet, though. He ain't talked about his sparring match with that guy.
No, that's a fact, that whole boy.
He never even mentioned that he sparred Kevin. Usually he mentioned his sparring. He ain't never mentioned that guy right there. Wonder why.
Sparring champion.
This is Kevin Johnson beating up on Devin Haney. Notice how Devin Haney shoots a jab to the body. Johnson catches it and lands a beautiful straight 2 on Devin Haney's face. As soon as Bill Haney saw Devin get rocked right here, Bill Haney decided to save Devin Haney. Everybody take a look at Bill Haney. He's thinking, dang, nobody better not be recording this sparring. As soon as he notices the cameraman, Bill Haney tells the cameraman to stop recording. What a coward.
You ain't shit.
Notice how Devin Haney ain't say nothing until he seen his daddy say something first. Devin Haney's like, yo, stop recording. Y'all heard my pops?
Horrible fighter.
Stop the cap.
Notice how Bill Haney had nothing to say about the man recording until he saw Devin Haney get rocked by Kevin Johnson. As soon as Bill Haney saw his son get rocked, then he tells the man to stop recording. What a clown.
Who made the most money? Who made the most money?
Kevin Johnson even posted this on his Instagram.
He said who made the most money. All right, Queen.
Okay.
One thing I gotta say now, we all know Bill and Devin Haney love recording sparring. We know they infamous for it. They always dropping sparring. They always dropping sparring tapes.
So, Upper, if you can pull that video back up for me.
Oh, pull the video back up for you?
Yes, please.
Yes, ma'am, I can.
You can mute it too, because I just want to show two things that I've noticed just by watching clips of those videos.
Hold on one second. Okay. And Freaking Flower, you can hop up here too, so we can finish that conversation you had on Fanon's page today too. You make sure you hop up here, Frequent.
His name is Southpaw Queen, Ariana. His name is Southpaw 7739. He can be. Some people think that he's harsh, but I don't, because I'm from Chicago, so I get it. But I think he's hilarious. I've been subscribed. He's absolutely hilarious.
Funny.
He be checking people.
Yeah, he does. He's funny.
Okay, go back to the Shakur part where he was.
It's Southpaw. Oh, let me type it in for. Hold on, now I just messed up. Ariana, it's called Southpaw 773.
Also, if Ant is up here, click on Elite Ant McQueen, because this is definitely what I'm about to go over real quick. Is definitely your to Shakur's. This is definitely your
go back to
your
Shakur,
arena.
Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me, Upper?
Yeah, I can hear you great.
Okay, go to Shakur's portion.
You got to go to how he was Shakur.
Yep. When he was fighting Shakur. Now, when you press play,
right.
I want you to mute it.
I got it
so
muted.
We can.
It's already muted.
Okay, now press play, and I want you to just look at Shakur part and tell me what you see with your eye test, with you being in a boxing ring. I've never been in a boxing ring, but I just sized up at least 3 things. So tell me what you see. Press play.
All right, hold on. I seen that like he caught Shakur up under his guard when he was trying to push him off. And I see he's front foot on Shakur, like he's front foot on Shakur, and he's pressing him. He's not giving Shakur a chance to stand on his front foot like that. And Shakur
look at his feet. Look at Shakur feet placement. You see how Shakur kept stepping on his foot too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shakur stepping on his foot as well. Somebody say he was dirty, but he's coming with power and he's beating Shakur to the punch. Like right here, he's hitting Shakur in spots that Shakur feeling them body shots. Ain't no padding right there. It's 16-ounce gloves, but you still gonna feel them body shots. And Shakur, he got a wide stance. He ain't got his normal stance because the dude pressing him. He not letting Shakur sit back. You know, Shakur likes to fight in rhythm. So, you know, right. Shakur likes to dictate the pace in which he's fighting. That man's not letting Shakur dictate the fight. And he's not letting him dictate his pace. And, oh, wow. De Los Santos do that right there. Shakur in trouble. Like, if you press Shakur, whoa. Damn, I just noticed that. Damn, Keith. I just noticed that.
I told you. Thank you. I told you. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
I love Shakur. I told y'all when it comes to 130 to 140.
Look, Shakur on that man's foot right there, y'all.
Look at that. You see that?
See, y'all see Shakur was on that man's foot.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead, Upper.
Yep, and he stepped back on Shakur. That's what that was. You blaming that man for stepping on Shakur's feet. Shakur stepped on that man's foot first. And he turned around and stepped back on it. See, when you step on a person's foot, they can't get away. So they stuck. And when they stuck like that, when you deliver a shot, it's going to really rock them. It's going to really rock them. And it can hurt their leg, their body. Oh, okay. Drop the link again. Okay, hold on. Like a lot of boxers used to cheat like that. Like
That
they
whole
used to
boy,
cheat by stepping.
that whole boy, that is a great assessment that Shakur has a problem with protecting his body. You saw that too, King? That
Yeah,
is a
because De La
great
Santo, Valdez got it too. You remember Valdez got into that Shakur body. But yeah, Shakur was trying to step on his foot. He was stepping on Shakur's foot. And Shakur was stepping on his foot first, and then he stepped on him. But what I've seen though, like with Shakur, if you don't let Shakur sit there and get his rhythm where he could bounce and work the fight from his angle the way he wants to fight at his pace, he have problems. He has problems, and he had a lot of problems right then. And then that body work, Valdez hit him in the body. He said he about threw up, so he can get hit to the body. He can get hit to the body as well. Mr. Magnificent said if De La Santos rush Shakur, it's over for him. Yes. But see, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing about this guy right here. This guy right here that y'all just seen fight. This man, he got beat by Adrian Broner about 12 years ago, but he lives in the Mayweather gym, so he's in there with Floyd. He's in there with Tank. He's in there with Camille Mo. He's in there with all these great fighters, and he's trained by Jeff Mayweather. So the man has been training for over about 15 years since he got beat by AB. That's why they say he's the top sparring man in there. The man beat up Tim Kazoo. And Tim Kazoo is like 3 weight classes heavier than this man. But the man, that's why my video at 5 o'clock, you'll see it. I got him beating Tim Kazoo up. And he beat the hell out of Tim Zoo. He did Tim Zoo almost worse than he did Shakur, honestly. Exactly, Zulu. If you don't let Shakur get comfortable, if Shakur gets comfortable, that's when he's dangerous.
Nah, your boy Frequent need to go and click that link. That's what my guy need to do. So
Yeah,
Frequent,
go ahead, hop up here so we can finish that conversation you had.
And Akello, I just wanted to say the other day, I know what you were saying. I'm just saying, like, just in general, when people come for your kids, you usually respond in kind. Now, I ain't say you rock with lying and stuff, because I know you're a man. You stand on solid ground. And you don't do that, but you definitely ain't gonna just let some comments slide about your kids, man. That's why the only thing I related with Bill with. Now, the way he went about it was totally false, but it is Bill doing what he got to do to sell his son in his fight, man. He trying to make him a star, so he pulling out all the stops. I don't agree with some of the stuff he do, but definitely do think that Ellie, he need to start, he need to stop slighting Devin so much like he do, man. It seems like he be taking shots at Devin.
Ellie does that to a lot of black fighters, bro. Y'all just ain't paying attention to Ellie's setback. Ellie's setback is one of the damn most, like, if I ever seen Ellie,
he don't even like Mayweather.
No, he don't like our color. He likes Tank because Tank light skin, honestly. And like for real, whenever my health get hit, whenever my health get back, and I'm telling y'all this, all y'all upper echelonians is out here, y'all gonna see upper echelon posting bill when I get my health back. Soon as my body back right, I'm gonna be at a boxing match and Ellie gonna be there. And I'm gonna put paws on him. I'm gonna slap him like he a female. I'm gonna slap him around.
Why would he? But he's the one that was following Deontay Wilder and was always rooting for Deontay Wilder.
Nah, Ellie be saying some real underhanded, some real slick underhanded, good old boy stuff. And then he
I
likes
gotta go back and watch.
Huh?
So I gotta go back and watch it because I haven't seen that.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you like this: the Garcias, Robert Garcia, and them, they don't like us either. And Ellie be up there riding with them and loving that crap. So Ellie be doing that about a lot of people, and he be saying little underhanded comments Like when he was saying something about black fighters, he said something about black fighters one time.
Remo, my God, what's
And
good
Tank
with you?
didn't even, and he was talking to Tank, but Tank, he wasn't paying attention. And Tank said, if it don't bother me. But Elliot had said something real. I was like, Tank, man, you need to get more socially aware. This man insulting your people in front of you, dog. But he wasn't insulting Tank because he loved Tank.
I gotta go back and watch. I haven't seen anything, and my whole thing is it can't be the pot calling the kettle black, because at the same time, Bill Haney has done some malicious things and some egregious things towards black fighters. And
Yeah,
so, in my opinion, if that's the case, they both in the same boat. And I
Oh
they
just
yeah,
both are.
I
Bill
don't
can't
have I don't
complain
have
though.
the
Bill, he
patience.
done tore down more fight. He done tore down more of our fighters than Elliot has. He done tore
Yes,
down
he's horrible.
Gary Russell, Tank, damn. Hell, he was talking about
Batman.
T.O.'s dad being drunk, going to look for T.O.'s dad. Like Bill Haney can't say nothing because he done went at everybody. He done went at Loma, Camboza. He done went at everybody. So, dude, don't throw rocks and hide your hand, bro.
And then try to call for a whole piece. But see, that's what I knew that was coming, because when Devin and Shakur got into it on Twitter and it got heated, that's when it was a lot of I call them paid Haney channels was coming on
Oh
saying
yeah, they on the payroll.
yeah, on the payroll, was coming on and saying, oh, only black fighters do this. Can we all just get along type of stuff, kumbaya type of stuff. But then in the same week, would go on a rant about will allow Bill or wouldn't check Bill about his rants about Tank, about Shakur, and the things that they were saying about him. So I blow all of them. I pay them dust at this point. It's annoying. It's the hypocrisy of it all, the audacity of it all is just too much. But Upper, I wanted to say, so we all looked at the video. To get back to the topic, I didn't even know that you were going to show this video today. So, but I found it very interesting. So, you guys seen the same thing I seen with Shakur,
Oh
correct?
yeah,
When it comes to a good pressure fighter and someone with power, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
So,
I'm just wondering if, but see, Edwin Dos Santos is good pressure, but Kevin Johnson was doing a lot of good stuff up in there too, because he was framing Shakur's hands, and like he would
That's
get him out of position where he could strike to the body, so Shakur couldn't close his arms down and block because the man was framing it up under there, and as he framed one arm under there, he struck with the other arm, and after he struck with that arm, he framed the Shakur body with that arm that he struck with. Then he catches with the other arm. And then he was doing that. That's how he was getting off on Shakur like that. That's some hellified high level work right there.
yeah, because you know a great asset for Shakur is his quickness. He has elite quickness, man, and he smothered it so that you know he couldn't
Salute,
use it to his advantage.
salute to the Boxing Menu Podcast and A1 Hoop Zone. And my
Hey,
guy B Dog.
so do
Peace and
you?
blessings.
So do you guys think that Bud Crawford, because I'm gonna presume that this video is recent with old boy and Shakur. Before I
Yeah.
get off into the Devin Haney part, I'm gonna presume that this video was recent. So what is Bud Crawford, because Bud Crawford pretty much has that type of aggressive style for the most part. So what is Bud Crawford helping Shakur with if Shakur is sparring better than Bud? I don't know,
Well,
because that guy is not
Shakur,
on Bud's level.
Shakur was helping Bud. Bud wasn't helping Shakur. Shakur was helping Bud get ready for his fight. So you know Shakur was doing what Bud needed, fighting on the front foot like Bud needed him to do. That's what Shakur was doing. Just do peace and blessings, King.
salute to the good brother, Just Do Body.
Okay, just do shout out to you, King. All right. Now, Upper, can you shout out to Frequent Flyer. Thank you for coming up.
What's up,
Um,
y'all? Salute to the panel.
can we go Upper, can you pull that video back and show the Devin part now that we done dissected Shakur and we all saw what we just saw with that, and we kind of, that those little screenshots showed a lot. Can you go to Devin's in his sparring that little clip,
All right.
please?
He got the smoke.
You said what, Thomas?
I said, Key got the smoke. She ready to blow it.
Cause I mean, it was it's just so
No, you
funny.
got points to prove.
Ironically,
You got points to
no,
prove. We
because
gonna ride with
ironic,
that.
yeah, because I was saying this yesterday, and some people are like, nah, this and this and that, and I'm like, no, he needs a pressure fighter, somebody with angles that's going to for him to get ready for a Tank Davis, and that just proved my point. That just really showed everything. Like the man is going to have problems with a Muratalla if he don't get it under control, and I'm trying to figure out what is he Chrome for.
Oh,
Upper, can you get that
Shakur gonna have
comment?
problems with more time.
Huh?
Hey,
You said Shakur gonna have problems with more time?
If he can't get them angles and that pressure under control.
hey, Upper, what weight class this dude fight at?
140, like 140, around the 140, 147.
Upper, can
Well,
you
I was
get
gonna
that
So,
say he look a lot bigger than Shakur.
well, he was a lot smaller than Tim Kazuto. So, they all fight in different weight classes, but this man was fighting Tank, Devin, and Shakur. So, he got to be
Yeah,
close to the weight class.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but he
like
gonna
he
show you
look.
something right here frequent that's gonna have you worried. Watch what this thing show you right here. It's a fundamental
I
flaw
was
that he
here.
makes every
I was
single
here. I
time.
saw it. I was here. I saw that when you talking about when he was fighting Shakur. Yeah, man, it's just a good shot. Everybody get hit with a
no,
good
no.
shot.
Okay, Upper and Thomas and who else is in the chat? Because
That's
the
frequent.
frequent flyer ain't gonna be objective. Zulu, who else know boxing? Just Do, the Boxing Menu podcast,
Just
that
do
whole
come on,
boy
bro.
for sure. Remo, y'all look at this clip, this small clip right here. Well, what y'all see from, you know what I'm saying, the angle. Can you move that comment down to Upper, please, when you get a
Oh, yeah.
chance?
Hold on 1 second.
We done dissected
Let
Shakur.
me,
It's time to dissect Haney.
I think that's the only thing we got on him. That one little shot right there.
nah, he did some more, but they was tripping, and I made him cut off the camera.
And when I'm sorry, you too, King. I didn't even see you. My apologies. I didn't scroll down.
I don't know. My guy said it's another video with Devin be getting off on him. So I don't know.
Why they came out shit?
Hey, one,
I don't
you
know.
They ain't
He
always
never been
saw
skipping
it.
forced
over
to
He,
hold
us.
the
You just
video
know
back.
that. Ain't nobody skipping over you, champ. You the man, 50 grand and all that. The link there.
who that?
Clickify. Oh my
Okay,
bad.
Upper,
Y'all want me
y'all.
to tell you how I
What
know
do
it ain't
y'all?
another video? You want me to tell you why I know it ain't another video of him getting off on it? Because Bill just sat there and hollered for
Right.
everybody to cut the cameras off. So it ain't no other video. Bill didn't want that shit recorded.
Mm,
You see that.
But I will say this though, you see the lunge at the jab and where he has his hands and everything. He does that fundamentally every single time. He also shrinks his stature too much in fights. Against elite level fighters, he can't continuously do the same thing. Otherwise, they'll pick up on that stuff and they'll start timing it. But if you go and watch any Devin Haney fight, you'll see some fundamental things that he does. He pros with his jab and he keeps it out there. He holds the phone, but the phone always is not to his ear enough or to his face where he can block or deflect the punch. And he's often crossing over his feet. Now he got to work on them things. With Regis, because Regis' feet ain't as bad as everybody else said they are. Plus, he's able to close the distance pretty dang good. I don't know what happened as a real fight, but I've seen other fights, and he does definitely do a better job of that. Bullet Gibson up there, though. My God, what's good with it?
Salute.
Hey,
What
but
happened?
whoa, what happened?
Bullet froze out.
But what's
He
happening to
froze
Bullet?
out. I think.
So, I mean, like I said, man, my greatest hope is that, Devin keep winning. And I want Tank to go fight him at a weight that he's comfortable at because I don't want to see no fight at 135 because I don't want there to be no excuses. But
I
when
don't
it's all
want to
said
see
and
no type
done,
of.
man, exactly. When it's all said and done, like when you look at Tank, there's something special about that cat that people want to deny. And I think he needs to just go on and fight the fighters that they say he ain't been fighting, that none of them have been fighting, that all of them haven't been avoiding, and we can find out who actually is who. That's all I want.
How
You know
old is
what,
this
Thomas?
video?
You say what, Key?
How old is that video with Dev and that guy? Huh?
I think that Devin him is like about 6 months to a year ago. It ain't old.
Okay. Go ahead, Bullet. What would like to cook? Frequent. Go ahead. What would you like to cook on, Frequent?
Oh, well, real quick, responding to Tommy Hill, I just wanted to say, I never denied saying, that Tank got the goods. I know Tank got skills, that's one of my favorite fighters, definitely. I just didn't like the way that he was moving, the way that Mayweather and his camp was moving him. It seemed like they was navigating him around all the tough fights at first. And then we got to see him fight that championship fight when Floyd so-called was mad at him, and Tank even said that, he said Floyd tried to get him beat, by putting him in that fight. But it was basically like sink or swim. He just threw him out in that fight because Floyd was mad at him. But I think that needed to happen because that brought Tank confidence out. It seemed like Tank didn't have confidence. He thought that, for you to think that somebody trying to get you beat, that means you afraid. Think it was, that you had a chance. But I think he proved it to himself. He made himself. He got more he built up his own confidence from that fight. And that's when we started seeing, him actually wanting to fight other fighters and everything that was dangerous. Like Mayweather kind of navigated him away from Loma because Loma used to be talking greasy about Tank all the time. Tank used to be my favorite fighter out of all of them, all of them young guys.
I think you would watch Loma. I think you would watch Loma.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought so too. But I just was frustrated how Floyd was moving him. Floyd was, Loma was calling him out all the time, and Tank never said nothing. But I think Tank didn't say anything by direction of Floyd Mayweather, or Floyd Mayweather will always step up when they ask Tank the question. Floyd will answer for him and say something like, "Oh, it's no rush,"
Because it wasn't
but
no
it
rush.
ain't no rush.
So you're making.
But that's the excuse. That's the excuse not to fight him, though. Is everybody thinking that Loma is the best?
Not to fight him. Look, okay. You said it's an excuse not to fight him, right? How many fights does Tank have right now? What's Tank's record?
I don't know.
What's
I don't know.
Devin has
29-0.
27-9.
29-0.
And ain't Tank. Ain't Devin 31-0?
30-0.
Okay, Devin got one more fight than Tank, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Look at where Tank is and look where Devin is. And Devin has one more fight.
Because of the way that.
Hold on. It showed that the way that Floyd Mayweather moved Tank was way more beneficial. Now he has your guy Devin calling his name. Your guy Devin is trying to hunt him and using him to sell his sales because he's not.
I'm not saying that.
Hold up, because he's not trying to fight him. Because Steven Espinosa came to him while Tank was out and said, "Look, we trying to make this fight." Then 5 days later, they go and make a deal with Regis Program. Them, so we're not going to do that.
That fight was already in the works, Upper. It was already in the works. He told Steven Espinosa that.
Why is he calling Tank now? And why has he? Where's this? You've been calling
because
Tank
because after this, because he's trying to reserve it for after this fight. He's saying he'll move back down to fight Tank. But I never said that.
Back down to fight Tank.
I don't want to move down to fight Tank.
Let me.
I want him to fight.
Hold on. Let me answer.
Moving back down to fight Tank.
Let me answer what Upper said before we go past it, though. Let me answer that first thing you said before we get to that.
He's not going to move back down to fight Tank.
Before we get past this point, though, I wanted to address you saying that it was more beneficial the way Mayweather moved him. I agree. I think that was real beneficial. Fan.
Okay.
I'm looking at it through the eyes of a fight fan. I wanted to see the good fights and legacy.
I think Tank has fought harder competition than Devin. Lomachenko's washed.
I mean, that's
Mario Barrios beats everybody on Devin resume.
We're not talking about now. We're not talking about now.
I'm going after him.
We talk. We talking about back then when Loma, everybody thought Loma was,
What
and
happened?
people, when oh, my headphones acting weird, but that was
Okay.
back when
Loma was
Loma was
considered
looked at as
mixed.
the best, yeah, and he was calling Tank out. People were saying he was better than Muhammad Ali and all this other stuff,
But
and
you know something?
it was
You
crazy.
know,
And
okay,
Tank
but
looked
look,
like he
I
was
got something for
avoiding
that
him.
right there. I got something for that right there, right?
He should have fought him then.
No, but they did try to do it. Bob Arum wouldn't let him. Bob Arum,
Later,
Bob
later.
Arum, look, it was proven. Floyd said that, but Bob Arum would not let the fight go around. He didn't
That
allow the
was
fight.
later. That was
No,
later
no,
after
no,
years passed.
It was
When
later
Loma
than
was
that.
at
no, it wasn't.
135. That was at
Frequent.
135 upper.
Yep, that was
Frequent.
at
You a
35.
very intelligent brother, man.
Oh yeah, I'm
You
talking about
know Bob
135.
Arum, dog.
Yeah,
Do you think he wants to make fights with PBC? Honestly.
Okay.
At
Well, look.
130, they was gonna make
At
that
that
fight
point,
happen.
at
That's
130, they
why
wanted that
Floyd,
fight to happen.
man, that's why
No,
Floyd
they were not
threatened
going to
Tank
make
with
that fight
Loma.
happen. Loma was
but
calling
Tank
out.
wasn't ready
Loma
at
was
130. At 130, at that time, Tank wasn't ready. He was still in and out of boxing. Like he didn't have Remo. Y'all guys, give me 1 second, Marquis and Remo. At that point right there, he wasn't he wasn't focused in on boxing. I admit that. He wasn't logged in.
He was
But
hanging with AB. We know that. Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's
he
why
wasn't
Floyd
logged in.
felt comfortable threatening him with another boxer in your own weight class.
No, that is not okay. Listen, first of all, Floyd Mayweather said the same thing about Pedraza and what happened to Pedraza. So come on, stop that. Number two, when Loma was calling out Floyd, when Loma was calling out Tank, what did Tank do at 130? Don't worry, I'll wait. What did Tank? How many?
Floyd words was keep on
No, it
talking.
don't
I'm
matter
gonna feed
what
you to
he
Loma.
said. The same
Your
thing about
promoter
Pedraza.
said that.
He
And,
said
and
the
when
same
Tank
thing
fought
about.
Pedraza, Tank complained. Why
Okay,
Floyd got me
but what
fighting 6
happened?
straight
But what
champions?
happened to him then? But what happened to Pedraza? He ain't been the same since. What was Tank doing at 130? Answer the question. What belt was he chasing when
He
Loma was
wasn't
calling?
fighting the best.
Excuse me. Oh, he wasn't fighting the best. Leo Santa Cruz and okay, have that. I don't even care
Leo
He's a
about
Santa
you.
Hall of
Cruz
Famer.
moved up
Leo
to
Santa
fight
Cruz is
Okay,
a
Tank.
Hall of
excuse
Famer,
me,
bro.
No, he
sir.
didn't. He
I
was the
can't.
champion.
Leo Santa Cruz
Sir,
is a Hall of
sir,
Famer. Mario Barrios is beating everybody on Devin resume.
And
Mario
no,
Leo
he's
Barrios.
moved
not even a
up to
point.
fight Tank.
For this
Leo
not
was
even.
Tank,
a champion at
Tank took his belt.
126. He
Tank
was
took
never
Leo
a
Santa Cruz
champion at
belt.
130.
Okay, first of all, wait a minute. Okay, OTB boxing school, pause for that. Okay, again, y'all are coming like at 130. Tank was just walking around with his hands tied, doing anything, but the man took at least what 2 belts that I can count on, right? From 2 formidable opponents. That's number one. Number two,
Exactly.
when Loma was calling Tank out, what fights were going on then? That's the point that I was making. He's doing the same thing, the same Devin Haney playbook of calling Tank out while he already had championships fights lined up. Then when Loma ran to 130, went to 135, which he's a 135 fighter, not a 135. He's a 130 fighter, not a 135 fighter. He ran to 135, and Bob said no to piggyback off of Upper's point to the fight. And Loma has been mute ever since, and chasing after, I don't know, maybe a Teofimo Lopez for a belt.
Or
I don't know.
Camboso.
Maybe, yes, and other things
Did
like that.
Loma fought
So
Gary Russell and Rigondeaux?
Yeah,
you
he
know what?
fought Gary Russell. Oh. He
Like, them
fought
ain't the
Rick.
Tank
No.
wasn't fighting
Oh.
them
No,
credibility, them type of fighters.
no, man, bro. Look, we not about to do that. He sat there and fought a Rigondeaux that he brought up 3 weight classes. Yeah, and he
Tank
fighting
fought a
Gary
Leo
Russell.
that he brought up 2 weight classes.
You say
What's the
what?
difference?
Tank
Fought a
wasn't one.
Leo that came up 2 weight
Man,
classes.
look, Tank was fighting at 130. No, Leo came up 1 class because Leo's a 4
126
division
to 30.
champion, bro. Bro, Leo was fighting at 127, bro. I mean 126, bro.
That's what
And
I just said, bro. He moved up
he
from
came up to
126 to
130,
130.
and Tank he came up to 130. Tank went down to 130, bro. They both sacrificed in the fight. But if you think about it, Tank used to be a 126 fighter, bro. So we can't say that. Loma brought that man up from daggone 3 weight classes, and he brought Gary Russell up to fight him as well. So don't do that, bro.
We can't pick and choose what we gonna
I'm
celebrate.
not picking and choosing, bro. But you sit there making it seem like, oh, he fought Rigondeaux, he fought Gary Russell. But what I'm saying
I'm
is,
saying that those are 2 different level fighters. That's not a Pedraza type of fighter. That's not a.
You understand? We can arguably say that Gary Russell. But look, I'm gonna tell you one thing about Tank, right? One thing about Tank, it ain't no fight that looked like it was close. People can say that Gary Russell actually won that damn fight. People can actually say that and score, especially if they didn't steal that knockdown from him. So let's not.
You talking about from Loma?
Yeah. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not act like they didn't act like Gary Russell didn't get like they didn't give Gary Russell his damn credit.
What do all of this have to do with Tank not fighting him though, y'all?
But why are we going all the way right here? We talking about
level of fighters.
Hey, but let me okay, go ahead.
Everybody on that resume, period.
On who resume?
Bigger
on both of their resumes. On Barrios.
I don't agree. This is why I disagree at, and I know people gonna be like, oh, the name value. Mario Barrios at 140. We talk about we ain't talking about 147 Barrios. 140. The way he looked, I believe Zaire Abdelev will whoop him.
No,
because Zaire Abdelev is a heavy-handed fighter.
At 140, bro.
Yeah, at 140.
Who was Zaire?
At 140, at 140, Mario Barrios was an undefeated champion. He was an undefeated.
But who did he beat up?
No, he didn't get beat. He didn't have no close.
He had a controversial decision against the guy he won. He had fought for the belt.
He was an undefeated champion. So we're not gonna sit there and say that. So Barrios is still the same fighter that took Keith Thurman to the distance. The same one that beat Ugas. That's 140.
Zaire Abdelev stop him up. He was struggling at 140. He was weight drained. He was draining himself.
Gotta stop that man, bro.
All right. I studied boxing. Huh? He stopped. He stopped a lot of people. He stopped Linares. He stopped. This is another Russian guy he just fought recently.
Linares has been stopped. You saw Linares.
Regardless, that's.
You saw about Linares that's lost 7 of his last 9.
Yes, he stopped him early too,
bro.
Yeah, he stopped him early.
I'm left with you. Man, look.
I studied boxing too. Now I know I'll be getting out of hand, but I'm not saying like that. I'm saying I watch like the fights as well. Man, come on now.
Barrios was an undefeated champion. He stopped Abdelev, bro. Abdelev is not that good.
I doubt it. Not at 140. Because he was. You got to understand what I'm saying. I'm not just saying Abdelev just a better fighter. I'm saying you got to look at the circumstances. Mario Barrios was struggling at 140.
Ryan Garcia.
He possibly would. He possibly would. He possibly would. I can agree to that. He possibly would. But he pulled out of the Jojo Diaz fight for a reason. That's all I do know.
Yeah, he was getting $250,000, bro.
Oh, he said he was having mental illness.
Yeah, Oscar was cheating that man, bro. He was getting $250,000 a fight. That's why he had to negotiate with Oscar. That man only had 2 fights with Oscar De La Hoya where he got $1 million. Why you think Canelo left Oscar, bro? Oscar De La Hoya was.
No, I know. I understand.
He was R-wording them people. I'm not gonna say that on there because I get in trouble. But he was R-wording.
Stop. But I came up here because of the video. I want to say this. There is another video of Devin piecing that guy up. Devin wearing some golden gloves, and that one is clearly more recent. That video with Devin and him, Devin was younger. Devin probably like 17. You can tell from his body frame. And Devin pieced that guy up. I seen the video. Man, I seen Tank and that guy going back and forth.
They cut the video right there. Bill said no cameras when that man was piecing him up.
He landed one shot and it was a glancing shot. He didn't even hit him hard.
Bro, the man
Devin was already off balance.
They said he was rocked, but I ain't see that.
It was a butt.
That shit crazy.
Bro.
Anybody can say that, but there's video evidence of Devin beating his ass. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, tell Devin to post it. Let me see it.
I sent it to the group. I sent it to the chat already. Let me go to the chat and see if I can send it.
Marquis, what were you gonna cook on, King?
Just like they tried to drop the video with Devin piecing up Shakur and talking about Shakur quit. After Shakur had beat him 4-5 rounds, and then Shakur said, I'm done with that. And they talk about, man, I made him quit. No, the man.
I seen that sparring too. Devin started piecing him up as well. Y'all boy be framing stuff.
Bro, y'all keep saying that. The man had been beating him for 5 rounds,
and he said he didn't feel like sparring with Devin no more. It was the same old, same old.
He said that, but I seen videos with Devin
if I'm sitting
hitting him with the same shot this other guy was just hitting him with.
Okay, check this out.
Knocking his headgear off his head.
Check this out, right? If me and you sparring, and I keep beating on you, bro, I'm about to stop, bro. I'm not about to keep doing this crap. And that's what he said. He's like, bro, I'm not about to keep doing this.
But that's not what happened though. I seen videos of Devin putting hands on him.
They paying him to come in and make these guys
Bill
better in the
they
pocket.
can't even hit Shakur. Bill.
No. Yeah, when he was younger, you gotta understand. They sparred a lot of time. Remember, Devin younger than these guys. But as time went on, Devin started getting bigger. Devin was punching harder. All right, I'm telling you. Yeah, but the stature of what Shakur was going to the Olympics. Devin was still,
Devin and beat up Shakur, Tank, Floyd.
Nah, Key, I'm not even saying that. I'm going off with the thing like that.
I'm not saying that you
said Devin done beat up Floyd Mayweather and everything, dog. They even say he beat Floyd in sparring.
Just keep it.
Hey, Floyd never denied it.
Lord, you see what I'm saying? Let him let him have it. Let him have it.
Y'all tripping with that. Now y'all tripping.
I ain't say he did it. I'm just saying Floyd admitted Devin was great work for him.
Remo Marquis.
Devin never said he beat
admitted that Tank knocked his ass out. So we talking about sparring.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah,
we're in the real fight.
This is the practice. Like they work on stuff in sparring.
I agree.
You bring in certain people to make your fighter better at something.
Please. One mic, one sound.
Let Key get some order in there. Go ahead, Key.
Marquis, what do you got to say, King? What you want to cook on?
I just feel like as far as we're talking about sparring, like they equate to practice to me. Like sparring is for them to work on stuff to get better. So yeah, so what if you wanted sparring? I mean, are you gonna fight this man or not?
I believe that too, Marquis. I don't never put that in sparring, right, Marquis? I'm just being like this. I'm keeping 100. I've always said sparring is practice. Sparring ain't supposed to be out here. Sparring is supposed to be between you and the person you boxing with. I don't like the new way that they got where they sharing sparring secrets and everything like that. That's not how we do. That goes against the code of boxing. OCB know what I'm talking about.
Facts,
like what goes on inside the gym is inside the gym, bro. There ain't supposed to be no cameras. But these new young boxers, social media, everything, they coming in at what's up, Daryl Thigpen? Peace and blessings, homie. They coming in here, they recording stuff, posting stuff, clipping stuff and everything. And that's the only reason I did it just now, because that's what they always focus on. Oh, he sparred this. He did this in sparring. I did this in sparring. That's why I did it right there. I don't be putting shit in the sparring. But
man, and back in the day, people would get hurt over that type of shit.
It's a way to push the narrative and control it.
I know, but when people push a narrative, I just show them the same way you push a narrative, it can be pushed this way as well.
For me, the reason why I brought it up when Upper had wrote it and I was dissecting it, I asked a very important question. I said, when was this done? That's all how long ago was this video? The reason why I asked that is because there are certain things, if you tuned in yesterday, you heard when I was discussing how important when you learn your basics. Somebody in the background got some things going on. But when you are doing your amateurs and you're learning the basic foundations of boxing, there's certain things that you keep in your tool shed, and there's certain things that you carry.
Put your thing on mute, bro. Put your thing on mute.
All right.
Salute Mike Gigs boxing.
There's certain things that you carry over with you when you go into your professional career, and that includes mistakes as well. So the reason why I was looking at Shakur and I had Upper rewind that portion is because some of those things that I seen with Shakur was doing back then, somebody said it was a year ago, somebody said it was a couple years ago. Regardless of the point, I seen him do it the last fight. So the same thing about Devin. What I seen him do just with that small clip.
Hey, I think that Shakur was a lot newer, because him and Shakur going back and forth on social media right now. So okay,
right. So you correct. So but with Devin, what I'm seeing with Devin is he did the same thing he did with Loma. That's why I asked how long ago that video was, because if it was longer, that means that what he's still doing the same mistakes from 4 or 5 months ago that I seen with Loma. Fighting an opponent at that limiting himself, he's taking more risk than he needs to. bending down, reaching in. You know what I'm saying? Still open to the what? What straight was that he got knocked with? I mean, that's the same thing. That's the only reason. It's not to demean or to ridicule these fighters. It's saying, listen, if y'all want to get in there with a Tank Davis, that something that we all want, look at what they're still doing. Can they make those same mistakes with Tank? Because I didn't even get to the Tank portion before some of y'all came up here trying to come at me crazy because I'm just pointing out what I see. But I didn't even get to the Tank portion. Look at what Tank did to that man. You know what I'm saying? Can Shakur go toe-to-toe with that if he couldn't go toe-to-toe with him? Can Dev stay away from the straight? And then not to mention Tank is way smaller than Devin. So is Devin going to reach down and reach to go to Tank's level like he did with Lomachenko? How is that going to fare well for him? I'm trying to give out pointers so that they can get in a ring with a Tank Davis, and y'all want to come up here talking about X, Y, and Z about me. No, sir. No, ma'am. That's not how we're going to do this. Now, y'all can have it. I'm not trying to ridicule
these flaws too, Key. Tank, it ain't like he ain't got no
We
flaws.
didn't get to
Tank flaws comes down to Shakur's.
We didn't get to Tank's portion. Y'all came up here. You came up here.
Why you keep coming up here trying to hate on Tank, bro? We never keep doing that, OTB.
Jabs. You didn't even get.
Man, he a bag. That's AB bag boy.
I got.
Okay. Well,
Can I say something real quick though? Can I say something real quick? I wanted to say, if you felt like I came at you, disrespectful, I apologize because I wasn't coming up here to do that. I don't think I was even up here when they was yelling at you. I came, I was talking up. So, but I don't never mean no disrespect to anybody.
I know you cool.
Nobody coming at nobody. We agreed to disagree about the facts that happened at the time when it come down to Floyd Mayweather feeding him.
Hold on, OTB, but sometimes it's the tone of voice. You feel me?
I don't know who that guy is.
I know we go crazy.
All I was saying was I didn't even get to Tank. I was trying to get to all three of them. I was going in a row. It's not like I picked on Devin first. I went to Shakur first, broke him down. Then we went to Devin, and then I was trying to get to Tank, but OTB came up here. You know what I'm saying? With his Avengers assemble. With his Avengers come up here.
Because you was talking your shit too now. Don't point a finger and you got 10.
No, I didn't. What did I say to you? I don't know.
She was breaking down.
Ain't nothing wrong with her breakdown. I like her breakdown. Key talk good boxing. I love it. That's why I was coming up here. I was coming up here to say that there's another video I seen of Devin whooping this guy. That's all I was really coming up here to say. And then of course interact with the show. But that's what my main purpose. Because I seen another video with Devin whooping him. But I like key breakdown. I don't have no problem with y'all breaking it down. You know what I'm saying?
All I'm saying is I want these fights to happen. And I never said that Devin was a bad fighter. I never said that Shakur was a bad fighter. What I said, and Bullet was here yesterday, I said if they want to get in a ring with Tank Davis, I want them to have as much that they can. If that means fighting Loma, Regis, Gary Antoine Russell, Matias. I'm hearing Matias for Devin next. Everybody. I don't care. Fight them all. Because I don't want any excuses. Anybody that is the same thing. Loma, I couldn't get to that because we didn't get to Tank's portion yet today. But I want Tank, when it's time for us to go back to that video and watch Tank, I will give you the fighters that I want Tank to fight, just like I gave for Shakur and just like I gave for you. So hopefully you'll give me my props on that too, OTB.
Of course, I definitely give you your props, Key. And our disagreement was based on Floyd and them coddling Tank. And that's my only problem is we the boxing industry, we gonna act like Tank that had 30 fights. Why hasn't he ever fought the best at any weight?
I was saying I didn't like the way they navigated the man. He was protecting him.
We have to have a problem with this.
But guess what?
OTB, David ain't fought the best either. And he's got he got more fights than Tank.
Devin fought the people that Tank wouldn't fight.
Can I say something?
No, he ain't fought Shakur yet.
He tried. Shakur didn't want to take it.
Frequent.
Man, bro, I'm glad you up here. Ho. I'm glad you up here, Frequent. And you was doing that earlier. Al Boogie salute. Philly Bull salute. You saying Shakur didn't want to take it. Bro, Shakur was on that nigga neck. And I'm going to tell you why. If you sitting there and you telling me you want to fight, this man made it where Devin couldn't back out the fight. He made it a mandatory. He pressed him, and that man dropped the belt running up to 140.
If he made it so Devin couldn't back out the fight, he would be fighting Devin. He made it so Devin could
backed out.
bleed.
No,
That's
he
what he
made it when
did.
Devin couldn't back out the fight. Guess what? Now he got Devin's belt because Devin backed out.
He made it so he have to collect all of the belts, which is going to probably take maybe 3 or 4 years when he could have had all of the belts all at one shot.
Fights because if he would have accepted the fight, Devin would have found another reason.
See, y'all going off of hypotheticals now. Y'all saying if Devin would have did, y'all saying if he would have took it, then this would have happened. He got to take it to see.
Calling out Teofimo when Teofimo was Loma.
We're not even going to do that frequent. You want me to tell you where you're lying and where y'all trying to do that? Check this out. Before the Loma fight, Bill Haney went to Regis fight. They said they already had Regis picked out. That's why Regis went to Eddie Hearn and he signed with Matchroom. So we're not going to do that. They already had the play already. They already had Regis signed with Eddie Hearn in Matchroom because he was promised a Devin Haney fight after the Lomachenko.
It wasn't signed already. Echelon. It got that deal got made a little bit after.
Let me finish, then you can go. All right. So he had a fight, bro. Let me finish, then you can go. He had it planned already. That's the reason Regis signed with Matchroom because he was thinking about going to PBC, but he signed the Matchroom because he was promised a Devin Haney fight. That's why Bill Haney was there at the Zorilla fight. That's why they was there to check him out. And that was already in plan, bro. It was already in plan. And he already
Regis said he didn't know that.
Let me finish.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you go. But he already had that fight planned. And they already had that fight planned. That's why that's why Tank couldn't get a fight with Devin. That's why Shakur couldn't. Devin was holding on to the belts for leverage. They already said that they've been watching Regis. They already said that they picked him before the Zorilla fight. They already had a deal for Regis to sign with Eddie Hearns because Devin was going back to Eddie Hearns. And Eddie Hearns already told us. He said Devin's just going over there to get the belts and he's coming back. And they already had this plan. They already had the Regis fight set up. So and you can check the dates. They've been talking about this. Check the dates. The dates will show you. The dates will show you that he had no interest in fighting Shakur or Tank because he already had Regis lined up the whole time.
You done? I could go now?
Go ahead.
Well, Devin, Shakur was never in the plans in the beginning. But when Shakur jumped up to 135 and got in the plans, the fight with Regis wasn't already set in stone or anything like that. Regis didn't sign to Matchroom because of that, because Regis said he was surprised that Devin picked him. So how he didn't know about himself being already in line to fight somebody and this is the reason why he's signing over there. But he's saying he was surprised that Devin Haney chose him. He said he didn't think Devin Haney would choose him, and he was surprised about that.
Initially, he was surprised that Devin Haney chose him because he thought Devin Haney would never choose him. That was initially before they. Yeah,
he said that when they got in negotiations.
Fight, bro. They talked before the Loma fight. It's video up to say he talked to them before. He said they was talking before the Loma fight. He said that's why he went to Matchroom, bro. They've already been talking for a year, bro. They've been talking already.
Yeah, but nothing. But what I was saying is nothing was set in stone, though. Nothing was set in stone. He could have still fought. He was trying to.
That's like Bud and Earl talking. That was set in stone, but he fought the daggone the David Avanesian fight.
Yeah, but he was
had a deal with David Avanesian, but he was talking to Earl. So
we already
had a deal with Regis, but he was just entertaining Shakur for a second. And then you gonna say Shakur wasn't in the plan. If a man want to fight you, how is they not in the plan? Because they say everything but let's fight. That's what I heard. They say everything.
You gotta let me talk too, though. You gotta let me talk. Now I was trying to say that we all know that Devin Haney was trying to fight Tank. That's what he was. That was the most important fight to him. Period. He wasn't going to fight Regis if he had a fight possible with Tank. He was trying to hold out and fight Tank. He was trying to fight Tank, and so Tank, and then Tank got in. Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. He was trying to get the fight with Tank. Tank got locked up. Tank was going through problems, and Shakur kept talking. You know what I'm saying about saying sign a contract, doing all these shenanigans and everything, and then Devin called his bluff. and sent them an offer for 25%. What Shakur do? Didn't sign it. Didn't take it.
Fuck
He
Shakur.
didn't take it. He
He
didn't
trying to
even
fight
try to
Tank.
negotiate more. He didn't even try to negotiate
Pull
more.
this video
He went
up.
straight to the WBC and filed a petition.
Pull this video up about Steven Espinoza trying to get the fight with Devin.
That was later after Tank got out of jail.
That was
Upper, we know about that.
That was no, because after that,
So Tank was still in jail when that happened?
No, it was not. 5 days later,
So it had to be after.
Bro, look, they signed the deal 5 days after Tank got out. If you was holding out for Tank, if Tank was the biggest money man, if you wanted the Tank fight, 5 days wouldn't have held you. Steve Espinosa came to you before that, though. Steven Espinosa, who Tank was signed to with Showtime, just like Boots Ennis, came to that man with an offer. They came to win the fight.
That's not true. Upper.
Offer. Bill
He didn't come with an offer. He asked them how he would. He asked them how would they feel about a Tank fight. It wasn't an offer.
The offer was.
It wasn't an offer.
Make a Tank fight. I'm talking about he offered them a Tank fight. He didn't put no money on it.
He asked them what they.
No, bro. He asked them, do they want to make a Tank fight? And Bill and Devin said, we're going another direction. And 5 days later, they signed with Regis. But they was holding out.
Do you remember that?
They was holding out for a Tank fight.
Do you remember the video when Calvin Ford and them was flipping a coin, talking about they wanted right after Devin beat Lomachenko, they was flipping a coin, talking about they wanted to fight. First they were saying they wanted to fight Devin. Then they said, "Oh, we're going to fight Shakur or Devin." They flipped the coin and it landed on who? It landed. Before that, they were saying they was going to send Devin. Before that, they were saying they was going to send. Before that, they were saying, hold on. Before that, they were saying that they was going to send Devin a contract. It never happened. Then when they flipped to Shakur and it landed on Shakur, same thing, no contract.
Bro, it landed on Shakur.
You can't say Bob stopped. You can't say Bob stopped it if you can't say Bob stopped it if it was never no contract sent to stop.
Bob said he's not interested in Shakur fighting Tank. Period.
That was later on, man. That was later on.
He been saying that, bro. He been saying that.
And he didn't say Shakur. He said that about Devin when Devin was still signed to Bob Arum.
All that, and we still don't see Tank versus Taco Bell.
He said he don't see. He said it's not enough money for a Tank and Shakur fight. And Shakur,
I thought I heard Bob say
it's not
they ain't going.
Shakur said it's not time for him to fight Tank yet. He said he don't want to fight Tank yet.
He said the same thing about Devin, but y'all keep trying to say Devin duck. Shakur team said that they said why. That's where that $8 million came from. They said why. They said why fight Devin now. They said why fight Devin.
That was a hypothetical.
They said why fight. It was a hypothetical number, but they said why fight Devin now when they can fight.
That was a hypothetical number that nobody has seen.
We're not talking about the number. We're not talking about the number. We're talking about the idea that he said why fight Devin this year when he can fight him next year and get double. That's what he was saying basically.
No, he wanted to fight Devin so he can get the belts and fight Tank. He would have
no.
He said why fight him this year when he can fight him next year for double. The $8 million was just a hypothetical number. That wasn't real. But he was saying he was putting the point up.
And all due respect to both of y'all kings, that person has never been confirmed to come from Shakur's team. So that hypothetical that he's giving out is BS, is null and void, is redacted for all I care. Okay.
So they didn't kick the ball. They done kicked the ball off the team.
No,
that dude was never on their team, bro.
Shakur's team. He called in a regular. That's like you calling saying that that you're cool with Devin Haney and giving all this type of stuff, and they never confirm or deny of who you are. Nobody knows who that person was. That's just a person that called in and gave his spiel, and nobody from Shakur's camp has ever confirmed or denied any of those allegations. But I'm going to stop you right now. Thank you, Frequent, for your points real quick. I just need to make sure everybody gets a time to talk. Remo, what? Go ahead and cook, King, because you've been waiting for a minute.
God damn. I feel as though like Haney say some shit and everybody just accept everything that takes place. First off, I wanted to touch on the whole resume talk. That was the initial point I jumped in on. All of them got similar resumes. They all haven't fought the best fighters They all haven't fought each other. So you really can't say one person is ducking one person, this person's not doing this. All of them got subpar a subpar resume. The only thing I could say is that people big up Haney's resume so crazy. His last few fighters have not done anything since they fought Devin. Linares has never won another fight. Gamboa has never won another fight. He's retired. JoJo is 1-4. Kambosos is arguably 0-3. He just got gifted his last win. So what are we talking about? But he's fighting the best. He's been able to navigate his career wherever he's been, between promotional companies or whatever. And the thing is, he never chooses the one where Tank is at the present moment. Tank is in the county jail. He ain't going nowhere. He can't go nowhere. But you choose to set up a fight with somebody else and say, oh, I still go back to 135. Leave the man alone and go do what you got to do at 140 or whatever you want to do. I really don't understand why everybody keeps saying the resume shit. Ain't none of them fighting each other yet. The only difference between the Tank is the money nigga. If you really want to fight the money nigga, you gonna make it happen, regardless. Another thing I wanted to talk about was they were saying
cooking right here. Go ahead, Remo.
they were saying something with Tank not fighting certain people or whatever and being forced into a fight with against his will with Floyd. Floyd laid out a blueprint. I'm gonna make you rich, little nigga. You a broke dude. Just follow me. Tank wanted it so fast, but he said with under 10 fights, he had an interview. He was like, listen, Floyd fought a lot of people at the right time, and he made a lot of money. This is 9 fights in. He's saying like, yo, fuck the belts. I'm broke. I need to make this money. He idolized AB because he was a star, but he had a lot of money. Tank is at the point where he's a lot of money, but what does Calvin Ford always say about Tank? He is a company man. They put them in front of him. Al lays him out. He knocks him down, and he pays him well. That's all he's been doing the whole time. So now that he has a little bit of control of his career, he's like, listen, I'm not going to fight Pitbull again. I want a bigger fight. I just sold 1 point, whatever it was. I ain't a pocket watcher, but this is who I want next, and I don't want this dude because I need to be the biggest one. That's why he's sitting back and relaxing. He ain't a talker. He ain't a tweeter. He ain't one of them niggas that's going to drop sparring. The name gets signed.
We heard this shit the last 2 years.
You say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want, but guess what? All them niggas still want to fight him. So now what?
He 4 years older.
We're not disputing nothing you said.
Devin was fighting the Tier 1. Name a nigga Devin fought.
Can I respond to you?
Go ahead.
All right. Now let me ask you a question real quick. Because you said none of these guys are fighting nobody, but what y'all fail to admit is Devin Haney was actively going after every champion in his division. He tried to fight Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez ducked him. He wanted to fight Ryan Garcia. Hold on.
What's your name? What's your name?
This Bullet Gibson.
You got to take it easy. He's been trying to fight King Kong, and y'all give him credit for that.
No. Hold on. No, I'm making a statement. I'm making a statement. I'm making a statement real quick, though. I'm making a statement. No, hold on. Because what he trying to do is he trying to say, no, all these guys have subpar resumes or similar resumes. I agree with that. But the difference between Devin and Tank is Tank Davis had a great team behind him. Devin Haney has a great team behind him. But Devin Haney was actively trying to challenge himself, going for the tough competition. Tank Davis was like, I will fight whoever. And not saying he wasn't trying to challenge himself, but Tank Davis was like, put him in front of me, I'll knock him down. I agree with that 100%. But you can't sit here and make it seem like, oh, Devin Haney ain't got his resume because of him. He actively tried to fight certain fighters, and certain fighters was not trying to fight. I know, Key, you're going to say Tio didn't duck him.
No,
in a sense of paperwork.
Don't say Key. Are you talking to me? I'm talking.
Yeah, no, because she made a statement. She made a statement, so I was going back there. Too,
but hear me out. When they say a company man, they lay him on the table. He takes the fight. Look at a nigga like Keith Thurman right now. He didn't want to take the certain fights that Al wanted. Now he's sitting on the bench, arguing, trying to get back in the ring. The nigga Tank says, "Yo, you put me in a position where you changed my life. This is what you want to lay on the table? All right, cool. I don't have all control. Mayweather promotion does it at some point in time. I'm going to fulfill my contract. The contract is fulfilled. Now he's trying to make the bigger fights that he wants for himself.
Hey, Remo, you know the problem with that? is there was fighters trying to put their name on that table for Tank. Devin Haney is for one. Oh, Leonard Ellaby. Oh no, that fight don't make Ada. Go sit down, baby. Go sit down. The fight don't make sense. Devin Haney's not a big name, and then he go around and fight some Mexican. Come on now, bro. Y'all boy act y'all don't see this, bro.
You know why it don't make sense? I'm gonna tell you why it don't make sense for Devin right now. Because Devin is not going to get the paycheck that he's been looking for. That's why he's out here trying to collect all these other belts.
That don't mean shit.
Hear up. You
gotta understand.
Listen,
Go ahead, Tony. Go ahead. Go ahead, so I can rebut. Go ahead.
I asked him directly, what is the threshold amount that you're looking for now? He said now his amount is what Ryan got, no less. So now he's trying to build the profile to get up to a Tank Davis. Now, if Tank said take the 25%, and he doesn't take it, what does that make Devin? A duck?
You saying that he's not going to take it? Devin already proved he would take a contract like that.
What does that?
And I'm telling you, he will take the contract.
Okay.
I'm telling you, he will take the contract.
You can't say that when he hasn't sent nothing to him.
Yeah,
exactly.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
So
if we're gonna be facts, hold on. If we're gonna speak facts, gentlemen. And I do appreciate you, Remo and Bullet, for cooking on this. The way that y'all are. But if we're gonna speak facts, we're gonna speak facts. Bullet, gotta check you on that one, King. Devin took up to 40% with Kambosos. That's a fact. I could send you the article. I put it in the chat for you to go and look at. But Devin took up to 40%. He never took a 22% deal. Matter of fact, I think we hashed that out over KO's channel about a few weeks ago. Shout out to KO. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to his channel. So no, Devin never sacrificed like that. So y'all got it. I'm not saying you. I'm not picking on you. But some of y'all Devengers, y'all got to stop doing that now. He took over 40%. Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead and cook.
All right, and my response to that is whatever percent it was, he should have had more. But regardless of that, he took whatever they was going to give Lomachenko. Y'all sitting here making it seem like, Devin Haney sat there and negotiated to get a bigger contract. No, he opened his mouth and said, I will take whatever y'all willing to give Loma. Loma, who is another 3-division world champion, because y'all like to say this about Shakur. Shakur, 2-division champion. Loma's a 3-division unified champion. So all that Shakur accolade shit don't mean nothing. He took the same exact deal that Lomachenko was getting. Regardless of y'all want to hash it out and say it was 40% or whatever. To be honest with you, I don't care, because what y'all fail to understand is Devin Haney is a promoter that has fighters under his banner. He's getting paid.
Shakur does too. But
he don't have fighters under his banner.
What does that have to do with anything?
But the thing is,
I'm talking about the money part.
Okay, whether it's two. Okay, but no, this is the point though. This is the point, because the whole premise is not to cut you off, Remo. The whole premises of this whole thing with the 25% is predicated on the fact that everybody kept saying Devin Haney took 22%, 21% 2 times against Kambosos, when in fact, in all actuality, he took 40% to fight Kambosos plus back end deal. Okay, I get that he has a promotional company. Matter of fact, I'm not even complaining about that. Get paid, young nigga, get paid. That's how I feel, especially going into a hostile territory in Australia. I commended Devin for that because of what they did to him. Do you guys know what they do to black fighters in Australia and the UK? Do you know what some of the things that they say to our black American fighters? So I would never, ever, ever get on Devin top for going in. I would have wanted him to 75-25 Kambosos, because I knew that Devin was better than Kambosos. Okay, let's real talk. However, do not sit here and say that because Devin Haney took a quote 22% when he in all fact he took 40%, that Shakur has to subject himself to the same amount. And then my second point to that is, who the hell is Devin Haney, in all due respect, to offer ESPN anything? Nobody can tell me that. That's number 2. How can Devin Haney offer Top Rank anything when it's Top Rank that's putting on a fight and puts out the numbers? Who does Devin Haney dictate to? How is he offering Shakur anything? And why would Bob Arum? Because after that was done, Bob Arum said no. What type of deal was that? That was a BS deal. Bob Arum is on record saying that. Everybody over there is on record saying that wasn't a real offer, because of the fact, if it's a mandatory purse split, it starts at 30%. Lomachenko got the same 30, but so they can give the same privy to Lomachenko, but they can't do the same to Shakur Stevenson. That's not right. And Loma wasn't even his mandatory. That was a voluntary fight. And then furthermore, and I'll land my plane here. Furthermore, with this whole conversation, when it goes down to another point that nobody has ever asked me, if Devin Haney said that he cannot make 135 anymore, he's moving up to 140. Why would you send Shakur Stevenson a offer for 135, and then don't even sit around to negotiate? You wait until the sanctioning bodies order the fight, and then you lose the belt. If that's the case, you should have just said, and this is I wanted to talk about this today with marketing tips so that I can show Devin and Shakur and Tank, because none of them are saints. None of them are, but this is the topic right now. But you don't say in one voice, in one sentence, I can't make 135. I have a hard problem making 135. And then you send Shakur an offer at 135, and Shakur says, all right, I'm gonna, do the proper procedures and protocols with this. And you say, nah, I'm gonna go to 140. On the other hand, I'm gonna go to 140. It don't work like that. Not when this profession is an eat what you kill sport, and not when it's a profession is people hold on to what you say. I get where Bullet is coming from. I get where OTB is coming from. I get where Frequent Fly is coming from. But Devin is burying himself, him and his daddy, and it needs to stop. I wanted to talk about how to get them from up out of it, because I can give y'all some talking points too.
And I feel the same way.
Let me jump in this real quick, because I feel the total opposite.
I had a response to it, but I'm gonna let y'all go ahead.
I'm not fighting outside 135.
Hey, bro, hold on, bro. Let me shout out A1 Hoop Zone. Shout out to my guy A1 Hoop Zone for the $5 holler. He say 5-piece for the one-time key out here, handing out free slaps out here with the sessions with facts. So y'all go ahead.
Yeah, I feel the total opposite. I feel like Devin's winning the marketing game easy right now. His name is getting all types of clout from this whole situation. And I agree it was a bullshit offer he gave to Shakur. But Shakur, he shouldn't. Out of all the people on social media to play them kind of games with, I would not do that with the Devin Haney fans. That's not the one you want to do that with. So when him coming out saying Devin is ducking him and he gets the best out, he always gets the best when him and Devin spar and blah blah blah. Then as soon as Devin sends you an offer, you don't take it. I admit he didn't really. It's not a duck if you don't take the offer, but he don't look good. You can't be talking the way you was talking. Then you want to start negotiating. And then you don't even want to negotiate with the fighter. You want to negotiate with the sanctioning body. It's just that's why his fight with Edwin De Los Santos, which is a great fight, isn't really getting him a lot of love, because he let Devin change the script on him. He shouldn't. If he wasn't gonna take whatever he was gonna get from the Devin team, he should not have been talking like that in the public. That backfired on him. And the same's happened to Tank, because now you got Tank with the same kind of pressure now, because if he fights Pitbull, he will get eviscerated. He's going to get crushed if he fights Pitbull.
They told Tank that they don't want him getting a tune-up fight, but still. Ain't no but still. They going to crush him. No, they ain't going to crush him. The man still going to be the face of boxing, period. But
you can't be the face of boxing with no network. You're going to get crushed.
They gonna have a network. You think that
they already got a deal with Amazon, bro, and they about to have a deal with Netflix, bro. They got a bigger platform than they had before, bro. They got a bigger platform.
A platform for sports, bro.
Yes,
you think all them people? You think all them?
Bro, they have Amazon.
You think all them people that been watching Showtime for all these years just gonna jump to Amazon and Netflix to watch boxing over there? That's a big risk.
None of that matters. Tank ain't fighting none of them. He's not fighting them, y'all.
Hey, OCB.
LB told us.
OCB.
He said,
bro.
If he said I'm not leaving outside 135, and all of them getting bigger.
Guess what? He also said for the right price. Calvin Ford said for the right price. So yeah, he probably would, because he probably gonna have to leave.
For the right price, he could have been said any of their names. When you the big dog, you could have been said
big dog. When you the big dog, you ain't gotta do that, bro. When you the big dog, everybody gotta do you.
When you're the big dog, you don't get pushed
off.
How long
you think he gonna be? How long he expecting to be the big dog?
People don't do that to Canelo though. They don't do it.
Y'all gotta, hey man, y'all gotta hold on. Let's get back to basics. Y'all gotta hold on real quick. Y'all have to be.
Go ahead, y'all
gotta be grounded with this. You can't be the big dog if you just got pushed off of Showtime. PBC is in a very
That
precarious
ain't got nothing to do with
situation.
Tank though, John.
I'm
bro, that ain't got
if
nothing to
That ain't
Tank
got
do
nothing
with
to
was
do with
if
Tank,
yo,
bro.
no. This is no. We gotta keep it real.
Deal with Amazon, bro. And if
You
can't
can't say you got a
understand that,
bigger
don't
deal when you lost your biggest
programs,
deal.
bro. Don't push
John
false
Noah, that has
narratives.
nothing to do with Tank though.
I'm not saying it has everything to do
Don't
with
push
Tank.
false
All I'm
narratives
saying
on
is
the
Tank is
platform.
with
We're not
them.
gonna do that, bro. We're not
His
gonna do that.
no. We not. This is not no
We're not gonna do
PBC
that,
hate.
bro.
This is just facts.
Hey,
No,
This is
John, let me
facts.
say
they're on
something.
a bigger platform, bro. They're
I,
on
We
a
don't
bigger
know what that
platform.
platform is gonna do. We don't know who he's
Hey,
gonna fight.
Prime has a billion
hey,
people. Before
hey,
you start down the
oh, my fault.
platform, see what it does, bro. Like
Let's see
y'all
it.
Tank and not
Before
Tank
y'all
is
start
big,
telling
bro.
us
Hey,
what big
hey, hold
platform he
on,
got,
John.
why don't
Hold
we
on,
hear?
John. Cause we talk about the fights
Let
though.
me just
We
get my
talk about
point
fights.
out, dog. Let me get my point out real quick.
Go ahead,
Before we
John.
start talking about what the platform does, why don't we hear like an announcement? Who are you fighting? Where are you fighting?
Period.
Y'all keep
And
Okay,
telling
then
me
what?
what
first
this
of
gonna
Hold
do,
all,
what that gonna do.
when
You have
when
no
you have
facts based on that.
when you
We
have
know
a
what Canelo's doing because he's gonna be at Showtime. And I told you guys before he had a network deal. How come Tank don't have a network deal?
okay, first of all,
Tank
we
does have
don't
a
know
network
what
deal with
Tank have.
Tank.
You
Is
don't know.
that's my whole point.
Tank and
It
Boots
is
both
none of
had a
our.
deal with Showtime, bro. Tanks and Boots were both signed with Showtime.
How
That's
did
why
that happen?
Steven Espinosa was speaking to Devin Haney and them for the fight, bro.
I
Tank is
guess
signed
I
with
guess
Showtime.
so. You're telling me Canelo's deal wasn't big enough to buy out for Showtime, but Tank's was.
Bro, Canelo is signed to PBC, bro. He is signed to
And
PBC.
he has a network deal with Showtime, which is why they're going to show his last fights on Showtime. I told you guys that
You
last
know
time I came
why?
on. You
Because
guys,
you know why?
no,
You know why they have to
no.
show?
You
No,
guys
bro,
told me I didn't know shit
bro.
about
You know
boxing.
why
I
they
didn't know
have to
nothing
do that?
about the behind the
You
scenes.
know
And I
why they have
told
to
you
do
Hey,
that?
guys.
John,
You know what, bro? You're not
that's the
gonna
host.
overtalk
You
me,
got to be
bro. You're not gonna
respectful.
overtalk me. We're not gonna keep overtalking. The reason why he got that deal right there is because they had a pre-arranged agreement. When you have a pre-arranged agreement, then they have to go for, or they can take the people to court, bro. They can take them to court if you don't do a prearranged agreement. They have a prearranged contract. Tank he don't have a prearranged contract. That's the difference. They signed for that fight right there. Tank don't have a fight on thing right now to sign to have it like that. He has a 3-fight contract signed, bro. That's the
All you
difference.
said is you don't have a network deal, which is what I've been saying.
Bro,
That's
Canelo
all
ain't
you
got a
said.
network deal. Canelo had a contract. It ain't a network deal, bro.
So John Nori, what would you be satisfied
Bro,
with? Would
hold
you be
on.
satisfied
Exactly, Aaron Muhammad.
when there's a
What?
fight? So you want to know basically. You want to know. You're anticipating where PBC is going to go and when Tank is going to announce his fight. Correct? Is that what I'm hearing from you, King?
Of course, but all I'm saying is if you're in a position where they have a lot of chips on the table right now, you need a big fight. Devin knows that. Shakur knows that. All of the 135 fighters know that Tank needs a big fight to rebound. And when you're in that precarious situation, maybe this not the time to start coming out puffing your chest, talking about I'm the money man. You gotta take whatever I give you. Maybe this is the time to start hitting people up, start sending people contract, start negotiating, which I'm sure they actually are. I'm sure they're talking to T.O. I'm sure they're talking to Ryan. I'm sure they're talking to all these guys because everybody knows you need a big fight. So
Yeah, he
stop
Okay.
got
So
puffing your
Pacquiao
when
trying to
stop
fight
when
him.
puffing your
when
chest
did
out.
The
okay.
man
Stop
got
ignoring
Manny Pacquiao
stop
calling him out,
ignoring
bro.
the fans and give us what we want
Okay.
because
Bro, he
you
So
got
know the
Manny Pacquiao.
business is
when
He
needed.
didn't give us a
when
Pacquiao fight, bro. That'd be a big fight. Because
no
he got
no
Manny Pacquiao trying to fight him now. So don't do that.
okay
He got
Man,
options, bro.
okay.
So
So
I don't want to see that shit.
no
No,
yeah,
but
I
but
get
but,
that. I
but
get what you're
OTB.
saying.
No, look, no, he's
Pack,
sitting there talking about no OTB. Keep it real.
Pack
He said he need a
40,
big fight,
bro.
but for the casual fans, the Manny Pacquiao would be a huge fight for casual fans because they can push
Definitely.
this. I don't want to see that shit. Nah, I feel
Yeah.
like he kills Pacquiao, but he's sitting there talking about he needs a big fight. We have to stipulate what type of big fight you mean, John, because if we talk about big fight, like big fight commercial wise, then they can make a Manny Pacquiao fight because that's what people are talking about. You got these Philippines pushing, thinking that Pacquiao can really beat fucking Tank. And I don't know what side of the equator they're thinking on. The man went to sleep for Marquez. The man just got beat by Ugas. Like, it ain't no way he's going to beat Tank. I don't even want to see the
And
shit. It's not going to be competitive.
this
But
the WWE shit that they build Tank career on, man. That's my
Lord
problem,
have
bro.
mercy. Okay, excuse me. So listen.
OTB,
So with
he's
John,
done fought great fighters, bro. He done fought Ryan Garcia. He's fought Mario Barrios. He's fought champions. Dude, the man's resume
Don't
ain't
he just
just because he ain't fought
OTB.
everybody that you
We
wanted to
just
fight
don't like him.
OTB, don't mean he's
Nah,
not
it
fighting.
ain't that key because he's too talented to only have this magnitude of fights. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
listen.
Okay,
I'll
First of
never
all,
be
y'all are
okay
acting
with
like.
that.
First of all,
Moose is
whoa.
talented.
Let me say
If
this.
people don't get in the ring with you, you don't get in the ring, bro.
Exactly, but the thing is, first of all, y'all acting like this is the '90s, or the late '80s when you had 7, 8 top 135ers and 140s and da da da. First of all, let's be very very clear here. And I've been on this channel saying this for almost 2 months. The only people that can beat Devin, Shakur, and Tank decisively are each other. They're the three kings of the division. So with that point that you just made, when are we going to get the back? Who else is there? Please let me know, because everybody that I have brought up, that I've done polls for, that I've seen polls done on, they have Devin beating Tio. They have they have Tank beating Loma. They have Shakur beating this person. The only people that it's always 50-50 or there's no decision on
Remo,
are
I remember Gary. I'm sorry. Go
each
ahead, Key.
other.
I'm sorry, Key.
Okay, yeah, are each other. That's it. So let's stop with this whole when is he gonna get a big fight? Those are the big fights. Shakur fights in a couple days. Devin fights in December. There's a 3-month turnover rate before you can get another fight. So we're looking at, when it comes to them three kings fighting, and I pray, I swear to God, I really do, because I'm tired of talking about this. I had a different topic today, but they will not get in the ring until the summer or the fall or the winter. We can all agree on that.
Yeah,
So
and Tank said he won't Devin next.
So
However,
exactly, all of this, hold on one second. So all of this, when is the fight going to happen? And da 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 da. Be patient. That's all I got to say with that one. Secondly, I disagree with John Nori saying that it's the big fight. First of all, when Canelo and Mayweather and all of them, that Canelo and Mayweather really the two recent that have done pay-per-views, all of them weren't big money fights. Their big money fights weren't crushing over to $1 million. Sometimes a big money fight is 500,000. Sometimes a big fight is 650, 700, or 700,000. Those are great numbers. So I guess I agree with Upper here is what type of stipulations are you putting on a big number fight? Because in my humble opinion, although people are saying, oh, he will get crushed for fighting Pitbull Cruz, I make the point again. We are a small microcosm on YouTube. There's millions of people in Mexico, South America, period, and across this great country in America that will pay top dollar to watch a Pitbull Cruz and a Tank fight, regardless of what 300 people say on a YouTube channels. I will say that. Not to mention, furthermore, I bet you that fight sell out just like it did the first time when nobody even knew who Pitbull Cruz was. They just knew Tank. And he still did over what, a $5 to $10 million gate. It would be the same thing. So as far as big money, Pitbull Cruz is the big money. Because guess what? From what y'all are telling me, Shakur ain't selling. I bet you, Tank and Pitbull Cruz do more than Devin and Shakur Stevenson combined. And don't at me at that. I know that for a fact. Now go ahead
and with the Lobo fight too.
See that's what I'm talking about.
And see, look, OTB, you sit there saying Tank need to fight somebody, right? Then you talk about him fighting Gary Russell. I don't want to see him fight.
I remember Gary Russell saying he wanted that fight.
Okay, but Gary Russell is a 127-pounder. You just got on him for bringing somebody up. You just got on him for bringing. Oh, bro.
Gary Antoine Russell just said, I can make 135. I'll move down to fight him.
Bro, listen. You just said something about him bringing Leo Santa Cruz.
Prograde said last year.
Look. You just said something about him bringing Gary Russell up. No, Leo up from 126. Now you talking about you want to see him fight Gary Russell. Gary Russell 126 as well. He hasn't had a fight
2 years ago when they was calling out Tank. Yeah, I wanted to see that. That was 2 years ago. Gary Russell sold on Terrence Crawford. What do you mean?
Gary Russell hasn't had a fight at 135 yet, bro.
And I agree with that. That was my problem with Gary for calling out for that fight. But let's not act like it ain't been credible boxers who have wanted to fight Tank. And Tank don't fight him. He fight Mexicans who front feet.
Him and his brother right now. You just said him and his brother right now.
The same type of fighters, bro.
If Gary Russell beats, if Gary Antonio Russell, no, if Gary Russell Jr. can beat Pitbull Cruz, then I say Tank can fight him. But until he fight a credible 135, and Pitbull ain't even that credible. But if he can't come up and beat a pit bull, he don't deserve a Tank fight. I don't want to see that shit. The man just coming off a shoulder surgery. The man coming
But
up
we
to
want to
weight
see him fight
classes.
Pacquiao.
You say what?
I don't even think the
Come
Pacquiao
on,
fight's
man.
getting
We
any.
keep
I don't think the
First off, I
They
said
done
I don't
done-
want. No. First off, I
the
said I don't
Pacquiao fight's
want.
not really getting no
I
push
said
either
I ain't want
because
to
that
see the
came and
Pacquiao
went.
fight. No, actually, John Dory, that shit they pushing the hell out of it right now.
And
But
while
They
everybody
trying,
got
but I don't see
for
nobody taking it. I don't see
his
nobody doing
hey,
promoter
blows on
said
it.
he
I
wanted
said
to see him
Hey,
fight Teofimo
OTB, I
Lopez.
said I didn't want to see a Pacquiao fight. I said, but if you talk about big fights, they could make that. I said I didn't want to see that. I want to see Tank get Frank Martin for real. Because that's why Frank Martin say he ducked out the Shakur fight because he said he was in line to fight Tank. That's why he said he fought Michelle Rivera. That's why he said he fought Mariez. He said he was in line for the WBA. So I want to see Frank come up there. They said them niggas had a good spar match. They said they were banging it out in spar. I want to see him with 8-ounce gloves. I want to see what Frank can do. I want to see Tank against a skilled black fighter that's fast, that has power. I want to see him and Frank. Honestly. And they both on the
I can say something.
level. I mean the same label.
I
So it
can't
shouldn't
say
be
that
hard to
Frank
make
is any
shit.
different than Leo Santa Cruz.
You
He's
say
a
what?
pressure fighter. He front foot heavy. He's not going to use any angles. He don't fight off the back
Frank
foot.
Martin
Frank
pull
is the
counters and
same
everything,
type
bro.
of fighter
Bro,
that
Frank
Barrios,
Martin.
Leo Santa
Okay, bro.
Cruz,
All
everybody
right.
else in Tank resume would
Okay,
until
bro.
Ryan Garcia.
All right, bro. So
Okay, so what
first
do
you
you
say
guys
y'all want to
think?
see him fight somebody. Frank Martin is a somebody. Now you complaining about him fighting Frank Martin, bro. Come on, bro. Stop.
Okay,
Well, we
Hey,
could, we
what
could,
let
we
me
about
could
say
wait. Hold
something.
on, hold on. Let me just say this real quick. We could do
okay?
like we could do like you did the other year. You got 2 fights. You got the February, and you could do something in May. Send one
Yeah,
contract to
Tank
Pitbull
normally
if you
fights
have
2
to.
fights a year. Tank
Yeah,
Yeah,
normally
he
fights
send
fights
one to
twice a year.
Pitbull and send one to Shakur Stevenson.
How you gonna say Frank Martin on the level of fighting Leo Santa Cruz, bro? Frank Martin just stopped Rivera and bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah, that one time the cap. I ain't gonna lie
And
with
I,
that.
They
I,
both
I don't even
pressure
know about
fighters.
this Frank
Frank is
fight
a
because
pressure
I haven't
fighter.
seen
That's
nobody
all
speak
they
on
come out
Frank
of Jerry
Martin.
James camp is
But they said
pressure
they had talked.
fighters.
Hey, John
Ain't
Dory,
none of
that's
them
why.
IQ fighters.
Okay, but
He
Frank
don't
Martin
use
does more than
angles.
just pressure, bro. He
He's
fights on the
front
back
foot
foot.
heavy.
He's no Frank Martin also counters. He also masters the pull counter. I did the video on it. You know it. You see the video. I
He
showed you
just
Frank
many
Martin
times.
athletic.
I
That's
showed you
one thing
many
he
times
got
what
over
Frank
don't
Martin
on
hits
fight
with the
off the
pull
back
guard too.
counter.
foot.
Frank
He
Martin
can
He's
has
lay
a
on
extremely
the
pull
ground.
athletic.
counter that's bad. He has a badass pull counter, bro. I broke the whole thing down, bro. Go check out my video breakdowns. How
I
about that?
seen the dragon
Hey,
punch. I seen what was it? The dragon.
You know what it is, nigga. You know
Come
the
on,
name.
hey,
bro.
let me say this. Let me say this
You
though.
know the
This
I
name,
dig
let me say this real quick. Let me say this. Because of the fact that Devin Haney went up to 140, he put himself in the best position possible. Because regardless of how y'all want to feel about it, because I don't think I know y'all think he ran for Tank or whatever. That's cool. Regardless of how y'all feel about it, right
Hold on
now,
one second, bro. Hold on
140.
one second. Let
Yeah, go
me
ahead.
shout out PGB Big Dog. Peace and blessings. Richard Paris. Peace and blessings, homie. Salute. Go ahead, bro.
Right now, 140 is more versatile in terms of division wise and fighters than 135. Devin Haney is at 140 when he has more valuable options to uplift his resume even more. Like if Devin Haney
Oh,
don't
he
get the
got
Tank
plenty
fight,
of options. He got plenty of
Gabriel
options.
Matias,
Ryan
Tiafimo,
Garcia's up there.
Gary Antoine Russell, yeah, Ryan Garcia. Devin
Go there.
Haney put himself in a position where he could fight anybody right now, and it's going to be a big fight. Well, Tank and Shakur is kind of limited. They're more limited than Devin is.
Whatever.
So
If Tank fights Loma, they're gonna say it's a big fight. If he fights Big Bull, they're gonna say it's a big fight. If he bites Shakur or Frank Martin, they're gonna say it's a big fight because they see it, or Muratala. It's gonna be a big fight. But the top rank is gonna be hard to make because Bob Arum said he's not trying to make a fight with them because Cash Crypto salute, King. They're not trying to do that because they know Tank's gonna be the A side, and PBC really don't be wanting to do that cross promotion right there, especially with Bob Arum, especially with Tank crawling for that money. That's why Shakur said he's trying to build his name up. That's why he was going after Devin. Because Shakur knows when he fights Tank, he knows that's the payday, but he knows if his resume ain't up, if he's not bringing that to the table, then his percentage is going to be low. And I respect that. That's called betting on yourself because if you got a once-in-a-lifetime fight, if you're not bringing enough to the table, then you're not going to get what you deserve. Like, if you come like Ryan Garcia, he brought shit to the table, he walked away with 30 mil. Right now, Shakur fights Tank. He might walk away about 5 or 6. But say like he would have got all the belts from Dev. He would have got about 10, 12. You know, your stock rises, you know, you get a better percentage. That's why Shakur said he's not ready to fight Tank yet. And I understand
he would have lost that fight though. He would have lost against Devin. But that's besides the point.
Who would have lost against Devin?
Devin would have beat him.
Yeah,
Devin would have beat him.
That's why Devin beat him up to 140, right? He beat him up.
Devin, you got why would I fight Shakur? Why would I fight Shakur and sit here and argue with him in the sanctioning body that can't really make me fight him? Why would I sit here and deal with that when I could go right up in here?
They can make you fight him.
But he don't have the belt though.
Okay,
but he don't have the belt.
Okay, you fight or don't be undisputed no more. You say
it's already on his resume.
Bro, y'all say y'all catch slogan is nobody calls Devin Haney out. That's what y'all say. Y'all say they say everything but let's fight. That's what y'all say.
Yeah, put it down.
Okay, Shakur called y'all out. He made himself.
He did. We called him out.
He said let's fight, and y'all said everything but let's fight. That's what I'm saying.
How when we sent him a contract?
Bro, y'all said
See, the Avengers got y'all on that one.
That's me going to the job. That's me going to a job, and I'm trying to middleman you, and you know the damn.
Hey, sit down. My fault.
If me and you go to a job and I'm trying to middleman you know the boss. You not, and we about to get paid the same thing. No, you're not about to take that. You're gonna let that man decide to pay you, not me. You ain't gonna let me pay you out my pocket. Like Shakur brings fans as well. And Shakur's saying, look, I bring fans just like you bring fans. You did 150K with Loma. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what your fan base looks like.
That's good numbers.
So we about to see what his fan base is, buying power is after this fight right here. Because Cambosos, the 2 fights with Cambosos, those were Cambosos fans. His government bought out the fight. They the ones that paid for the fight because they made over $200 million for them fights right there because they raised the prices in the travel and stuff for Australia was amazing that time. But they bought both fights. So those Cambosos fans, so you don't know what Devin can sell. He did 150K, broke even with Lomachenko. And when you look, it was mostly Loma fans in there. And a lot of people saying Loma won, but you know, that was Loma versus Devin. That was a fight that people been wanting to see for the longest. And it only did 150K. Now he's going over to an app that has poor quality pay-per-view. Like they was giving out the Tank and Ryan fight for $25 less than Showtime. And only sold 200K while PBC did between 1.2 to 1.4 million. And they were selling for 25K. And that's why I hate that Devin went there because that's going to affect his stock. Because I want to see all my brothers win. I want to see them all win. I want to see them all fight like we did back in the days. Like back in the days, everybody fought everybody. You had Holyfield fighting Tyson, Holyfield fighting Bo, Holyfield fighting Lennox. You had Tyson fighting Lennox. You had Tyson fighting Holyfield. You know, everybody fought each other to see who could be who. But, you know, when he's on that the zone pay-per-view don't do that well. Canelo did 600K his best, just about. And that was a great fight. But the zone pay-per-view it buffers. It goes out. People don't like the quality. And I feel like that's gonna hurt Devin's sales. That's all I feel.
This is my thing. Hold on. This is my thing. This is my thing. What I'm be trying to tell people, because people be, and I know sales do matter, so I'm not saying that, but I'm talking about as of me. I don't give a damn what they sell. As long as I pay my money to see them fight, as long as I do my part, the stadium gonna be. That's what people not. Regardless of it was Cambosa's hometown, the stadium was filled out twice after Devin already beat him the first time, and they seen how it looked, and it filled out again. And then he fought Loma. I'm not talking about the pay-per-view sales, but the arena was filled. It was filled out. He sells out arenas. I can't make his pay-per-view numbers go up. I can't do nothing about it. All I can do is do my part and watch him fight. And as a Devin Haney fan, he give me the fights that I want to see. So that's all I be trying to tell people. All the other stuff.
And that's he's right. Bullet is right about that. That's what makes it hard when y'all try to go back and forth with this Tank versus Dev stuff.
I'm gonna let you go out there, John, real quick. Bullet,
Go ahead.
before Camboso's fight, Devin wasn't sending out no arenas. Devin wasn't sending out nothing before that Camboso's fight, and we're not gonna lie.
The Jojo Diaz stadium, I mean, the arena was filled out at Jojo Diaz Arena. The Linares Arena was filled out.
Devin wasn't selling out fights. Go look up the numbers because I've already
No,
had
not the pay-per-view. Not I'm talking about the arena.
Go look at the numbers. Shakur was doing bigger gates than Devin. He was packing out bigger than Devin before the Camboso fight.
He probably was at a bigger arena though.
Devin's arenas wasn't full. He wasn't packing the arenas out, bro. I'm just being honest. Like I said, I ain't gonna hate on my people.
I seen it, man. It looked it felt to me.
I mean, maybe parts that you seen was good, but I'm not gonna hate on my people, bro. Like that's
no, I understand. I don't got no problem, but that's what I be saying. I don't be caring about the pay-per-view. Like I said, as a fan, regardless of all this other stuff, because that's what a lot of, and I'm not saying you up, but a lot of Tank fans, they like to hound on, numbers this, his numbers that. That don't mean nothing to me, bro. As long as he's fighting good fights. At the end of the day, that's all I want to see. Devin Haney is fighting tough fights. Up until Devin Haney called out Regis, everybody was saying Regis was a tough fighter. He's a beast. Devin Haney called him out, and all of a sudden, now they making excuses and trying to diminish him. Oh, man, Devin Haney fighting all the tough fights, and after Regis, as a Devin Haney fan, I'm looking forward to him chasing down Subriel Matias. That's all I can really say. He gonna chase down Subriel Matias, and we're gonna see. I don't really care what these other guys do. I just know Devin Haney gonna fight these top guys.
If he chased down Subriel Matias, bro, I would do a week-long special on that man, bro.
You gonna see? I'm telling you,
he probably gonna fight him though.
I'm one of the very tough fighters. I'm one of the very few people in these YouTube streets. I've said it on record. Upper can confirm it. I said I actually have Devin beating. I said the only person that would give Devin a problem at 140 is either Richardson Hitchinson, the guy with the two last names, or Gary Antoine Russell. Those are my only two. The rest of them, I have Devin clearly outboxing them. I'm on record saying that. So
the only ones I feel like Devin have problems with up there is Ryan Garcia, the new Ryan Garcia. Devin's gonna have problems with him. Ryan Garcia, I'm telling you, the new Ryan Garcia beats Devin because he got the power and the speed over Devin, and he got the IQ now, and he's focused. And that man's laser, and he's just as big as Devin. So yeah, I got Ryan Garcia.
Devin gonna embarrass him. Y'all gonna see.
Yeah, he
gonna embarrass all these guys. He's gonna embarrass these guys. Y'all gonna see, man. Richardson is a bad boy though. I give you that. I keep right with that. That's a tough fight.
John Doerr, check this out, y'all. Before Ugas got in the ring with Barrios, I seen Ryan Garcia stop Ugas in 3 rounds sparring. And I came on here and explained that to y'all before the fights. That's why I told everybody to take Barrios, because I seen what Ryan did to him. Derrick James had that man training for a month with just his right hand, with the left hand tied to his waist. And he got that man keeping this thing down. His right hand is dangerous. Everybody was focused on Ryan's left. His right is just as dangerous. And he got a vicious right to the body. He learned that from Tank, I guess. But yeah, Ryan body shot, his body work is good. He keeps his head down and his defense is tight. Tell you now.
You sure his defense is tight? Because you've been talking. You all been talking about is his offense.
Nah, Coach James was working with his offense and have him keep his head down when he firing his offense. And Floyd been working on his defense. He been with Floyd a lot.
So you saying a guy who has to work on keeping his head down is going to beat Devin Haney?
No, he was. Okay,
Devin going to embarrass this man. Y'all gonna see. He's going to embarrass this guy.
His feet and his heart not right. Upper his feet and his heart.
Hey, check this out, right? Y'all know he fighting the knockout fighter, Oscar Duarte, right? 26-1 with 21 knockouts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know he about to fight him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all want to have some kind of generally wager? We ain't got to wager no money. I'm just saying, y'all want to have some kind of generally wager on what happens in this fight?
Not really. I hope he knocks him out.
Ryan Garcia is too stationary. Upper, he too stationary.
I don't want to see Ryan Garcia struggle. I used to watch him in the amateurs. I think he got talent. I'm not rooting against him.
No,
you heard me, Upper. His feet not right and his heart, not the heart.
No, his
Ooh, I
heart
don't
there
know
now.
about that, man. He picked
Right,
these
bro.
girls
That's what I'm
up.
saying. Y'all don't know.
Yeah,
He could have got up from that Tank shot, man. He chose to stay
Okay, check
down.
this
that was
out,
a
right?
low
Check this
blow.
out. Listen to what I'm
I've
saying.
Regardless
never
of that,
been
though.
in the liver,
Hey,
but
hold on. Check this
I've
out,
heard that
right?
that's debilitating.
Ryan Garcia went 3-3 with Devin, right? They went 3-3.
That was a
Ryan had
long
a
time
high.
ago,
No,
When
man.
they
listen,
was 14
bro,
and
bro.
13 and 7.
Look, Ryan and Devin went 3-3. Look, let me get my point out there. Y'all can
That
go.
was a long time ago,
Check this out.
Upper.
Let him
Ryan
talk,
sat
pal.
down
Let
with
him talk.
bro. Ryan was able to get his record together without even training properly. Now he got proper training. He built his legacy. Now he got proper training, bro. I'm just telling you now. He go like Nick J just said. Duarte's no walk in the park. Oscar De La Hoya is trying to set Ryan up because Ryan's about to be completed with that contract. They had a loophole, so he's getting away from Oscar De La Hoya. If you notice, him and Oscar's not even speaking. Oscar can't even speak to Ryan Garcia. He has to talk to Ryan Garcia through the lawyers. So Ryan's getting away from him. So Oscar's trying to throw Duarte in there to stop Ryan. He's trying to dirty up Ryan's name and bring his value down because Ryan Garcia is about to sign to his money team, but he's trying to put him out there to get beat. Watch how Ryan destroys Duarte. Nick J said it's no walk in the park. Ryan's gonna make this thing look easy. I'm telling you, man. I've seen the man in there. The man is looking crazy, bro. He
Hey,
reminds me.
let's have another
What
gentleman wait.
legacy you talking about he built up, Upper?
You say
Ryan
what?
ain't beat nobody. Ryan ain't do nothing but lose the Tank. What else he do?
Bruh,
To have a legacy that somebody trying to take down.
Bruh, Ryan has not had proper training frequent fire, but with his training, like I said, in his training, if you can listen, pay attention to what I'm telling you now.
I agree with what you said with that about his training.
If you want me to speak Spanish, habla español, pues Ryan Garcia, el noche,
I agree with that. Upper, I ain't disputing that. I know Ryan is better with Derek James. He learned some new
he's
stuff
got Derek
and all of
Floyd,
that.
bro. He's working with Floyd as well, bro. If you listen to what I just said, he's under working with Floyd and Derek. The man taking this shit serious now. He had the natural talent, but he never had the discipline and the skills. Now he's got the talent. He's got somebody to hold it in and discipline. And I'm gonna tell you like this. I wasn't a Ryan Garcia fan because I didn't like him. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like him or Oscar De La Hoya. I liked Oscar De La Hoya as a fighter, but I couldn't stand Oscar De La Hoya because how he do our people. But Ryan Garcia, he done made me a fan of him right now. And I'm telling you now, the man's speed is lightning and his power is just as bad. And
I agree with all of that, Upper.
And we got to back up off of this question.
I agree with all of that, Upper.
You can't question his heart, man. And dude putting them gloves on. Anybody,
dude, he said he could have got up himself.
Bro, he couldn't have got. Bro, have you ever got hit in the liver freaking fly?
He said he could have got up though.
No, have you ever put gloves on freaking fly?
Yeah, I did.
Bro,
have you ever got hit in the liver? It takes about 30 seconds for that shit to go away, bro. I've been hitting that thing, bro.
I don't know if I got hit in the liver, but I know I got hit with a body shot.
Bro, I was 16-0 with 12 knockouts, bro. And I got hit in the body before. It take about 20, 30 seconds for that thing to it locks your body up, bro.
So what happens if what happens? Hold on. Hold on. What happens if Duarte hits him in the liver?
What happened if anybody hit him in the liver? For that,
well, it depends on whether his liver was actually dead.
Do you know to get a clean shot off like that? That means his defense was lacking. That's called chess. That's what boxing is. Hit, don't get hit. You're not supposed to let nobody hit you right there. You're supposed to be able to
Tank caught him with his arm up, throwing a punch.
You're supposed to be able to drop your elbows there. You're supposed to put a block there. That's what boxing is. When a person get a shot in like that, that's a winning shot. That's the shots that people try the whole fight to hit. You got people in the whole fight to land just one shot on that liver. Because that's all it
takes. He caught him while he was throwing no upper.
Well, it's a punch that you can land because he has such bad striking fundamentals. When you bring
it wasn't his defense. He was throwing the punch.
Yeah, when you throwing that punch from your hip, then of course you're gonna open up inside to your liver. Like ain't no other way.
But the point I was making that he hit him with the shot. He backed up and then he was like he felt that pain. He said, "Oh, let me take a knee." And went down on his knee. Bro, he could have got up.
Nah, bro, that
It
ain't
takes
our
about
place
a
to say. You
second.
can't never
He took
question
that
whether
knee.
the
He could
fighter
have got up when he
get up.
Bruh,
felt that.
You gotta put some
no,
gloves
bro,
on.
I'm gonna tell you like this. It takes about a second or two, and then your body will seize up, bro. I've been hit with, bro. Your body, it don't hit you like as soon as you get hit. It takes a second or two for that shit to resonate through your core. It was
Remember Bernard Hopkins hit Oscar De La Hoya with that same shot? He dropped immediately and began screaming to the top of his lungs. Immediately.
okay. So Ryan didn't scream.
It wasn't that hard of a shot like that one
Bro,
that
this
Bernard hit that boy with.
Bro, that man got hit.
Yeah,
with
come
a
on,
shot while he
let's
was
That's
say
sober.
that.
Brought back some memories, dog. Brought back some
Hey,
He
memories.
was screaming at the
hey,
top of his lungs. You would have thought somebody stabbed him in there or something.
Okay,
Man,
everybody
this
said
man
that.
said,
hey,
this guy just said, this guy said Tank is the hardest guy he
Man,
been in the
Oscar
ring,
pissed
got
in the
hit by,
ring.
right? This man been in the ring with light heavyweights. This man beat up Tim Tszyu, and he said Tank hit him the hardest he's ever been hit in his life.
But
who
that
said
shot
that?
right there, Tank said he ain't even put that much on it.
He didn't
Tank
have
was
to,
surprised
bro.
when he hit him
Tank
with that.
said the same thing
Tank hit him and said,
about
"Whoa,"
KO
because he
with
saw
Rolly
that it hurt
too.
him.
Tank said the same thing about his KO with Rolly too. It's just he's heavy-handed. That's all.
Yeah,
And
when
it
you
caught
have,
him on the perfect placement. That's all that it was. Go
yeah,
ahead.
And Tank got that dynamite. That's what
no,
that is.
he is right. You don't have to go. Look at Wilder. He hit
It don't take
Hellenius.
the 3 pounds of pressure to knock a person
Okay,
out.
did you see the shot that Wilder knocked out Hellenius with, right? Or what
Yeah.
Boots knocked out that Castillo Clayton with, right? It may not
Mm-hmm.
look
Yeah.
shit hard, bro. But when you got heavy hands and you place a punch at the right spot at the right time, all it is about timing and punch placement. Like
Upper
Wilder,
echelon, tell the truth, man. As soon as the ref said 10, Ryan stood right up and walked around and shook hands and stuff. Started walking around, shaking hands and smiling and all of that stuff. As soon as the ref said 10.
well, look,
I don't know, man.
He did do
I'm
that,
saying like
but I
this,
mean, we didn't know where he felt. He
look,
could have
Ryan
got up or
got
he could have not got up.
look,
Who knows?
Ryan
That
got
frown
knocked down
turned to a
again,
smile
right?
real quick as soon as the ref said 10.
Don't question his heart. The Tank knocked him down. I can tell you this: Tank knocked that man down. He got back up and continued to fight. So I can't question his heart. Luke Campbell knocked him down. He got up and continued to fight. Now I remember when Tank hit Hector Garcia, he got the hell up out of there talking about he blind. You know what I'm saying? So
He probably really was blind. You don't know. That probably did something to him.
okay.
He
So
took
Making
a
excuses for one and
he
then,
took a
pounding
lot more
the
shots than
Freak.
Ryan did though.
Yeah, he took some clean shots. You can't make excuse for
Okay,
one and
Ryan
then
took a clean
hound
shot while he was
the other.
throwing, bro.
Tank hit him harder.
Ryan took a clean shot while he was
Hold
throwing a
on,
punch.
we can't
That's
say
the
who
worst.
got hit
That's the
harder. We
worst
not
punch in
getting bit.
boxing. The worst
You
way to
could
get
see
hit
when
in
that sweat
boxing.
fly off somebody's head, man. You could see how hard that shot
Check
be.
this out. The worst punch in boxing is to get hit while you fully extended. While you extended and you exposed, that's the worst way to get hit. And Tank caught Barrios like that as well, but he came over top with his head when Barrios extended with the jab. But to get hit in the body like that, that's a free shot at your ribs and everything right there. Imagine you holding your arm up in the air and letting somebody just take a whack at your side, bro.
You know what? Also, it's punch resistance too, because you saw when Deontay Wilder folded. Who was that? Stavern. He folded him like a chair, man. I think it got to do with punch resistance too. You know, everybody got punch resistance is different. You know,
but Burns the Fur.
But your punch resistance don't have nothing to do with your heart.
Yeah, it don't have nothing.
A little bit.
No, I questioned his heart because he waited till 10 and then stood up. He could have got up, man. He waited till 10 and then stood up. He could have stood up a second early.
It takes about 15, 20
Oh no,
seconds
man.
for that
Us
shit
as
to unlock,
content
bro.
creators, man, we have no place to question nobody.
All of the pain went away from his face, man. He was smiling after that.
They putting them
I would have
gloves
smiled
on.
too
They
if I
putting
just
their
took a
life
knee
on
to
the
30.
line.
I would have smiled too if I
But
just
I'm
took
gonna
a
say
knee
like
to 30
this.
million.
Yeah,
No,
Burns
he
the
smiled
Fur,
at that 10 count.
the first fight, Burns the Fur went 12 rounds with Deontay Wilder. So he had punch resistant then. It's just that Wilder came up the second time and was hitting with shit he didn't see.
And the
Yeah,
second
he hit him
time,
hard.
I think
Yeah, those the
Ryan
worst punches that you don't see, Upper.
Yeah, I think Ryan Garcia has punch resistance. It's just that he don't react well when he get hit. Every time he gets hit, he always just shells up.
He be stiff, right?
And he don't move. He just wait it out, and then he
Why I say
starts
he don't got
throwing
feet.
Upper was
he's
telling
throwing
y'all
that lazy jab again.
Well, these are things that Derrick James is helping him with, from keeping your chin behind up under your tucked behind your shoulder. You understand? Tightening up your style, lifting up
Facts.
your lead hand. That way you can protect and you could jab more. You understand? So these are a lot of
Yeah.
things that he has an opportunity to fix. And if anything else, we can't knock him making the attempt to fix him. He's went to Derrick James, Floyd
I didn't
Mayweather,
dispute none of
Joe
that.
Goossen,
Yeah.
and did
I
different.
ain't got no
That's a
problem with
fact.
him
That's a
making.
fact.
I ain't got no problem with him trying to get better. The only thing I'm saying is I ain't putting him on the top of the list because he look good in sparring.
Why? Well,
You
why
gotta
not?
show me.
So he
You
only got
can't
one
teach
loss to
heart,
Tank.
and you
You
can
gotta
teach
show
footwork,
me.
but
Well, you only as
Look,
good
he
as
only got
who
one
you
loss to
lost to.
Tank. Plus, he was brave enough to get in the ring with Tank, though. Everybody else.
I don't want to hear no.
Hey,
You don't get no cutie points for that. I want to see you
But
do it in the
but
ring.
he landed his punch. He landed his punch on Tank.
Nah,
That
John,
left hook, he landed that left hook on Tank.
Yes, he did.
not
and it
not
Yeah.
did
like
nothing.
flush.
It
He
did
didn't really
nothing.
land flush.
Now
He
Tank
Tank
just
ate
didn't
ate
have the
through it.
success that he thought it would. I'm sorry, Key. Go ahead, baby.
No. You're absolutely right. I actually been agreeing with you for the past few minutes. OTB, you're right
I'm
about
a
that.
contrarian, Keith. Key,
Yes.
I disagree just for the hell of it. Like, you'll get used to it, baby. Go ahead.
Okay.
No,
um,
he just said that. That's what I just said. That's what OCB just said. What I just said.
Yeah, like the with the left foot, but for John Nori, when you said he don't get no cool points for that, John, I'm sorry. I'm gonna give all the cool points in the world for Ryan Garcia getting in the ring with Tank Davis. You know why? Because that second round showed me everything I needed to know. This man was literally swinging at air. He was throwing left and right hooks at the air, and he visibly saw that they were missing. And for some odd reason, he said, "Let me do it again." And then so yes, I'm gonna give him all the props because I don't know if I don't know what was going on up there. Maybe the lights wasn't on during that moment, during them 3 tries that he did. But I'm gonna give him all because that was bold. Not everybody can at least agree with that. You gonna throw the
Yeah.
same thing while this man is bent over
I
from
thought he wanted
my
to fight the year early. That's what I was thinking. I said he tried to get out of here early with that paycheck. I'm gonna be honest. That's what was going through my head. I said, yeah, he's trying to get up out of there early.
Well, I mean, we
exactly. So I'm
seen
gonna give
Tank
him the
do it.
props. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We seen Tank do it with the uppercut in the pit bull fight. Remember how Tank hand was broke from trying to land that uppercut? When fighters fall in love with a punch, it's to their detriment a lot. You understand?
Yeah, that's how
Unfortunately.
he broke that
And I
damn
think
hand.
that's just what happened with Ryan.
He was thinking because he kept telling Tank, he said, watch, I'm gonna hit you with that left hook and you going out. And he tried to do it. He tried to do it. He was
Would
trying.
Tank have a problem closing distance against bigger fighters because Tank don't have an active jab? So
No,
Tank have
you
a
can't say
problem.
that because
Tank
you see how he
shots.
closed the distance on Barrios, though. He closed the distance on Barrios light and fast. Light and
Right,
fast
but
on
if you
Barrios.
look in
But
the
Barrios is walking to him though.
that was after he seen all the looks that Barrios could give
Yeah,
him.
it took him about
You
7
understand?
rounds. It
Because
took about 7
in the
rounds.
6th round, Barrios hurt Tank bad. Tank
I don't
start
remember
dancing and
that.
shit, all in the corner. He in the corner dancing, jumping around. You understand? So shit, let's be real about this. Until while Tank was down low, and you can get the Tank. Rolly Romero with 14 fights, he landed his punch on Tank, landed it.
But that's not. But the thing is, I never see one thing about it when I'm analyzing fights. I'm not looking at how many times. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm expecting for them to get hit. So yes, and I believe you're referring to either I think it was the second round. No, yeah, it was the second round where Rolly he did catch Tank, and then also in the 6th round, I brought this
Hold
up
it down,
yesterday.
Keith.
Okay, in the 6th round, Ryan did catch Tank when he started letting his right go. And yesterday, I don't know if you were here, OTB boxing, but I said for Tank, I would like for him to work on overreaching. I said that, and also with his rights, because I've seen it with Ryan. I mean, with Rolly, what he caught him with, and what Ryan caught him with were both rights. And I said, although they don't punch, he can walk through those punches. He needs to tighten that up because now there's 2 fights separated, spaced out. that I've seen that those are the two biggest issues. Now with the
Right.
reaching, he can't really help that because all of these guys are taller than him. So I don't know what Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny are going to have to do to, you know what I'm saying, like offset that. To, you know, I mean, it's been working ever since. I mean, it's been working, you know, since, I mean, obviously he's 29-0, but those are the two areas that I do worry about when it comes to a Devin Haney and when it comes to a Shakur Stevenson. That's why I wanted Upper to play that third part so I could show y'all what I was talking about with them sparring videos with those three guys. Now, those two things, yes, OTB, I agree with you. Tank can get hit. You know what I'm saying? He's not a perfect fighter. But those are my two most concerning areas for him. The
And that's
thing is that Ryan and Rolly, they don't hit hard. Now, who he was in trouble with, if we all really want to keep it 105, is Hector Garcia. Nobody talks about that. Hector Garcia, if you look at Tank face after all his fights, yeah, Tank might have had a couple little bumps in here and everything there.
Yeah,
But
he
Tank,
always
that
bruised
fight
up.
was red. Yes, Tank was red after that fight because Hector Garcia is a power puncher. That's all he do is power punch. And I think the reason why they had Tank fight him was to get him out the goddamn way and was for his body to get used to what Ryan Garcia was going to be throwing, because y'all can say what y'all want, but I mean, come on now, Ryan got a hand on him now. We not going to do that. Ryan do got a hand on him, a power hand on him. And so he needed to go through that fire with Hector Garcia. And you seen what Hector Garcia, especially in like the third and the fourth round, it wasn't until like the fourth and the fifth that Tank really created separation between them two. You know what I'm saying? But Hector was touching him. Let's be honest.
Facts, because Tank had problems with the lead hand. And how I know, and you right, Keith, because let's remember who was ringside at the Hector Garcia fight. Betting Errol Spence.
Gary, ignorant self.
You understand? They was all ringside, and Ryan Garcia was at that Hector Garcia fight, betting Errol Spence. You understand? All of them sat in the Showtime section. This was when you knew that the Ryan Garcia fight would be next. You understand? And they knew that they was going to have to deal with that left hook from Ryan, from his lead hand. And to do that, you set your fighter up with a fighter who has a dominant lead hand. That way you know that he know how to eliminate the lead hand. How did Tank beat Ryan Garcia? He went to the body off of the lead left hook. You understand? So, yeah, Key, I applied what you see. You understand? I definitely do.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, because that's the reason why I wanted to look at those three videos of what they were saying, because I told y'all yesterday what Shakur needed. I said he needed defense with different looks. And then what we just see with this sparring video, he's still doing the same thing. That's why I said Maritala, and I know Thomas Hill is going to say, what, Key? But I feel as though Maritala might be a little tougher task than Edwin De Los Santos because of that defensive look and them angles that Maritala is able to give. And then with Devin Haney, his inability, he continues to fight opponents at their level instead of at his level, and that reaching in, and then his feet wasn't set straight. Thank God they were set just good enough that dude, then when he check hooked him, he didn't get knocked down. And that's what saved him with Loma from not being knocked down, because that left was there all night for Loma. You know what I'm saying? He can't do that with Tank Davis. And with Tank, he can't do with Shakur and Devin overreaching and letting that lead hand get to him all the time. He cannot do that, especially while Shakur's on a knockdown streak right now. Shakur could, if he flushed Tank hard enough, he could put Tank down. Anybody could get put down, but you don't want that to be the one. You know what I'm saying? Like, not something like that you can control. Those are the issues that I see with those three boxers. Now, if anybody got to cook on that, John, OTB, Frequent, Bullet.
You hit the nail on the head. And
only thing I can say,
my problem with Muratalla is his feet are great, but his head movement isn't. He get caught on the line a lot. And when you talk about fighters in Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney with supreme jabs, then I just feel like they would be able to jab their way out of the fight with Muratalla. However, if Muratalla was to feel that jab or that power and walk through it and continuously put pressure on either one of them guys, yeah, Muratalla could beat them.
Facts. Thank you. Who was gonna
Nah,
Bullet? Was
Devin a
that you
box
that was
head
gonna
on.
say something?
Yeah, the only thing about that video that the guy, what his name, Southpaw. The only thing about that particular video that you wasn't gonna be able to analyze is he showed the bad things that happened to Shakur and the one punch that partially landed on Devin. But he didn't show he only showed Tank highlights in that video. He didn't because there's a longer video of that particular sparring with Tank and that guy was piecing Tank up. But they didn't put that in that clip. Because I seen it. That's the only thing. There's a lot of things the guy was doing to Tank. He was doing things that Devin do sometimes. You know, he lead with the right hand. Devin is good at pawing your punch away. Y'all gonna see, bro. I'm telling you. When they fight,
Devin do use that high power light. You understand? And so do Shakur.
yeah, bro. I watch fighting. I watch all that shit, bro. Like I know I talk crazy, you know. Yeah.
And what most fighters do to counter the high power, you change the levels. So now you change the levels, so they have to power. So the power is irrelevant, and you take what's down there that they give you. Dude still won in the high power guard. He won from without changing the levels. He won eye to eye, toe to toe against both of them. However,
against both of who?
This is practice.
No, against both of who?
Against Shakur and Devin.
How did he win against Devin when he only landed one punch? That don't make sense.
Well, he won against Devin because Devin went first. So Devin allowed himself to get countered.
Devin landed the jab to the body.
Which is the same problem with Devin.
Devin landed the jab to the body. Dude caught it, and as Devin was pulling back, he pulled him forward and threw a punch to counter him.
Bro, that's what I just said. He allowed
but that's
himself
one for
to
one.
be countered.
But how did he win though?
Because you land a jab, you can't equivalate a jab to a power punch. If you ever took a punch, then you take a jab.
No, I'm not disagreeing that. I'm saying you said he won. How did he win? That's not a win. That's a one shot.
He won because he landed the power punch and you landed a jab. And
it was one shot.
Jab. It was a stab jab down to the body. That's that little.
But it was one. How was that a win though? That's what I'm saying. We didn't see the full.
I think he's trying to say how is that a win for the whole sparring match? Is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was one shot. I've seen a longer sparring session with Devin piecing him up.
I'm great in what I saw.
But this is the thing, OTB. Y'all can grade the him and Shakur thing because it was like that was a good whole minute or 2 minute video. The one with him and Devin was like 30 seconds.
He hit Devin with two.
No, I understand that. That's still one shot.
No, he caught Devin with two. He came over top with the right.
But how was that winning the sparring session though?
No,
that's what I'm saying.
He's talking about the head up.
I'm saying winning what I seen, bro. I'm not judging the whole. I'm not grading the whole sparring session.
He said that engagement. He won that engagement right there, head to head, toe to toe. Salute.
I mean, yeah, I seen dude hit him. Oh, my fault.
Dog D1 in the building. Your girl keep rocking today, Nate Dog.
Like I said, but the dude only showed the highlight tapes of Tank. He didn't show the other video when they was both going back and forth when dude was walking Tank down.
Bro, that's the problem that we have with
great. I got the video dropping at 5 o'clock. I got the whole thing. And like I said, him and Tank this work, but then when Tank turned it on, he turned it on. Period.
We know
I agree. It was good work, but I'm just saying he only showed the good part.
You made it seem like Tank got beat. No, when Tank turned it
No. I was saying he only showed the highlights. He didn't show the full thing. That's what I was saying. I wasn't saying that he whooped Tank. I'm just saying there was parts where he was getting Tank, but he didn't show that. He showed when dude was getting Shakur for sure. When they was both stepping on each other.
At first, it looked like Tank was trying to do something. And the dude was coming on heavy with Tank, and then it was like Tank snapped. It was like, okay, you trying to go serious. And that's when Tank started going Debo style and started throwing them hard shots. Because at first, Tank was fighting like he was fighting against Eastside Cruz a little bit, like he was working on the shots, and he was ducking his head, throwing a little left-right combo. He was throwing it to the body. And then the dude, he was pressing it hard, trying to press it down hard on there. He caught Tank a couple times, and Tank was like, the hell with this.
Yeah, I agree.
Tank started throwing them things a lot harder. Them shots was going about 60 miles an hour at first. Then when Tank turned it on, they would come about 120.
But what I will say is, and I'm 1 second, Bullet King. What I will say is that I stand with OTB's first reaction when he first came in here. At the end of the day, to be honest with you, these videos are chopped up, as Bullet is saying, because it is obviously with a lot of these videos, the sparring videos. But there used to be a time when if sparring was even discussed outside of the boxing gym,
It's wrong.
beat up. Used to get beat up.
Period.
Some of the stuff you do not need. We shouldn't even be talking about this.
Period.
Because at the end of the day, that's like you sitting for an LSAT exam. And
That's
you,
what I said. Like, I hate the fact that people do that right there, because like when I used to box, we wasn't allowed to have cameras in the gym. Only person that had the camera was the coach, and that was him to show what we did. And he kept them on file. Nobody got them videos, and that's what's crazy about it. Because now they let everybody record and they post it up there. Sparring used to be sacred. Boxing in the gym used to be sacred. You used to come in there and work on your game, work on getting better. Now it's hard for you to get better, because if you in there trying to learn, you got to worry about somebody trying to post you on TV. I mean, they
trying to get a name off of you.
Yeah, they trying to get a name just like you trying to go in there and work something, just like you trying to work on a certain skill, or you coming in there and you got a kid that's trying to make a name. He trying to outwork you while you trying to just sit there and damn work on certain things. And that's why they
having a common interest for making each other better.
Exactly. And
you eliminate the common interest for making each other better, which is something I love about Shakur Stevenson and Richardson Hitchenson's relationship, because you understand they can air out their dirty laundry because they close enough to where you understand anything that we say won't have an impact on it. But
and they don't be recording this shit. They like Richardson Hitchinson, Shakur, Abdullah Mason, all them boys, Big Baby, they be in there. They don't be recording their stuff. It's like now you can't even get better, because if you trying to work on something, say like you just trying to work on your right hand this day and work on your defense, and you got a damn upstart coming there, and then he start working you because you only working this right here, and he looks better because you just trying to work this right here. You're not trying to work that. You're not trying to work your whole game. You know what you're trying to work on for this fight coming up. So he
that's why another person that
and then he come in here and he recorded, and now they think he got off on you when you wasn't even trying to do that. Like you could have easily beat the hell out this guy, but you was working on what you was working on.
That's the reason.
What about this franchise belt situation? You said we was going to talk about that. What about this franchise? The franchise belt issue. We said we was going to talk about that.
Lord, we was having a good conversation. We was jealous.
Just like
hold on, Frequent. Yeah, because Key was about to say some stuff. I wanted to hear what she was going to say.
Okay, we can hear that.
Thank you, Frequent. Lord Jesus, Frequent, you won. You won, Frequent. You won.
No, Uncle just said we was going to talk about that. That's why we ain't never talk about that.
Frequent, but what I was gonna say is some other fighters that I respect who spar that y'all don't know, who be secretly sparring. A person that's really in the sparring, a top boxer is David Benavidez. A lot of people don't know David Benavidez spars.
Nah, I don't respect David Benavidez either. He put his shit out there too, about, oh yeah, I be in there with Bivol. I be beating him up in sparring. Like, man, all right. Like, he trying to make a name for himself on Bivol, bro.
Okay, to be fair though, Bivol and Benavidez supposedly, allegedly, after this Andrade fight, they might be meeting next year.
No, but this was before that. This
because
Bivol
said he'll come down to 168.
But this is before that. David Benavidez did that like 2 years ago, like before Bivol
and
fought
Zerto Ramirez too.
I'm still give him his props because
I know, but I'm just talking about David Benavidez. David Benavidez be trying to make a name for himself, talking about everybody he be hurting this spar, like this guy and that guy hurt them in spar and everything. And I'm like, okay, David, I think Bivol beat David ass.
And David,
hold on, what else you was going to say about David Benavidez, Kyle?
David was sparring Triple G at like 15, 16 years old.
Yeah, he was bigger than Triple G too.
Hold
What it
Hold
pay?
on, y'all. Let's let Kyle finish what she was gonna say about it. I
Oh yeah,
want
No,
to
go
hear
this
ahead,
what
is
she
Keith.
was gonna
setup.
say.
This is setup frequent. What you want from me now? It's a
No, I
setup. You
wanted.
trying to go back on this
Hey,
WBC?
her
No,
name's
because
Keith
you
Frequent.
started talking and then everybody just started talking. Kid,
It's Keith Frequent.
Um,
I
no,
said
I was
Kid.
gonna say I respect. I like people like David Benavidez. I was gonna mention that what OTB mentioned. He also David Benavidez also helped Sean Porter get ready for the Bud Crawford fight. Him and Tank Davis.
Him
Um,
and Jose.
huh?
Jose Benavidez went up to help Sean Porter as well.
Yep. And that's one thing I do, and that's another
And
thing.
Boots said no. He wanted to get Boots to them. Boots said no.
Yes. Boots didn't want to, and it was and I think Boots actually recently had turned down Errol Spence and them too because I think Boots was
Not
supposed
Earl
to
never reached out.
fight.
Earl never
Yeah, they
reached
were
out.
supposed to. They had a fight lined up, but I think dude just pulled out of the Boots fight for December, if I'm not mistaken. What was his name, Cody Crowley or something like that.
Cody
He
Crowder was
pulled-
never scheduled to fight Boots.
I was
Somebody
about to
was
What
say,
scheduled to fight Boots, I heard, and that they
I
pulled.
hope it ain't Cody Crowley.
Cody Crowley had retired. Remember?
what y'all
Well,
think
there
gonna
was
happen
some
with
type
that
of delay.
David Benavidez fight with Andre? Andre.
Now, Bozy Ennis did say something about that though.
Drop the breakdown
He
on
not
that
wrong.
frequent.
Bozy Ennis in the interview said that Cody Crowley pulled down.
Okay, I thought I wasn't crazy. Okay, thank you,
But I
Bullet.
thought
So
Cody
yeah,
Crowley
he
had
not wrong. Bozy Ennis said that. Yeah.
I don't want to see
no
that
Miss
fight.
Nah, he probably did, but Bozy Ennis did say that though.
Miss B. It ain't Stadionis versus Boots. Stadionis need a fight first. Stadionis ain't been in the ring in over a year and a half.
Yeah, it's been 18 months since he
Yeah,
fought.
he was supposed to fight Keith Thurman, but Keith Thurman ain't signed the contract yet.
That's what
But
I was gonna say. I thought it
I
was
don't
Keith
want to
Thurman.
see it Cody Crowley because
No, Cody Crowley pulled out against Boots a year ago. He
yeah,
pulled out against Boots last year because they wasn't trying to give him the type of money he wanted to fight Boots. He wanted $7 million to fight Boots. No, he wanted either 5 or 7. That was last year.
he should have wanted that with that type of head movement he got.
But you know what?
I thought
I don't blame Cody Crowley because Cody Crowley was supposed to be the IBF mandatory because he beat Akanuba, whatever his name. You know what I'm talking about? He beat the number one contender, Abakarov or whatever his
on the
name is.
bouncy on the Butayev card.
Yeah, he beat Spence mandatory. He beat Spence's mandatory.
Yeah, that was
And they didn't even jump him up.
on Errol Spence.
You remember he beat
I thought he said he
Spence's
wanted 10 million to
mandatory.
fight Boots.
You say what?
I thought he said he wanted 10 million to fight Boots.
I thought that was Keith
whether
Thurman.
it was 7, 10, 20, 50.
I thought Thurman wanted 10, and I thought Cody wanted either 5 or 7. I couldn't remember.
Both of them
You might be right.
Zero
I know one of them said something about some 10 million. That's crazy.
Keith Thurman. Keith
So
Thurman.
I got a question for the panel now.
And that was my boy.
Got a lot of bright
Keith Thurman.
minds up here.
What's up, OTB?
Yeah, go ahead.
How do we eliminate the high risk, low reward fights that we missing in boxing?
What's about to happen next year? Everybody about to have to fight.
Everybody will have to fight
Boxing
next year because the platforms, like with the new platform, they making everybody have to fight. It ain't gonna be no bull jive fights no more. Everybody gonna have to fight each other.
Ooh, Mr. Death to the Establishment, John Norrie. What you got to say, John? What you got to say, Death to the Establishment? Come on, John. It's a perfect question. Come on, John.
Hey, I think they right on that one. Sorry I was quiet. I was cooking, but yeah, they right. The platforms. I mean, the boxing establishment as a whole, the money is drying up.
Because Oscar about to go out of business.
Everybody's hurting.
Might go to Netflix.
And it's not really their fault. It's because
the only person that's not hurt is the PBC. The PBC they won this year.
PBC's hurting. They hurting. They cashed out, but they hurting too.
Nah, PBC's not hurt, bro. PBC done brought in $250,000 this year already. Over $250,000.
But you still got all that money that you wasted away. So that don't cover all of that. Somebody got to pay for that.
Look, PBC don't waste money because they have it, but they have private contractors. They don't have
Listen, all that money they got fronted just like the zone. Somebody got to pay for that money. That money just don't disappear.
Bruh, what money they got fronted?
All the money they got fronted when they first started. They didn't make all that back, so
Bruh,
someone has to pay for that.
bro, don't you know Floyd helped make that back a long time ago, bro?
Man,
Yeah,
Floyd
a
ain't help
long
make
time ago.
Floyd ain't help make no PBC money back. That's his deal he had with Showtime. He made that money back.
No, he
Now
was no, he
PBC's
was
money
the
with
guy.
Showtime
He was the
Adrian
guy.
Broner and
and
Danny
Fox.
Garcia made all of that money back. Let's be
Floyd is
real.
part owner of
Hey, what?
PBC. What you talking about? Floyd is part owner, half owner
Yeah, but he
PBC.
don't pay for PBC. The people
No,
who
but
are
he was
signed to
he was
PBC
keeping
pays for that.
fights
Floyd
when
don't
he
pay for PBC.
But
Floyd had
John,
PBC
that
on the
was
fight.
all house money after Broner Pacquiao.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
house
they
money
made that.
because the money was gone. That's my point.
So they was in the plus since then.
No, they were staying afloat. That's the point I'm trying to make. Just
Bro,
because
they
you
was
lost all that money doesn't mean because you're in positive now that's good. No, that's not the way business works.
bro.
You went out on a high
How you
note.
know that they never released no information on what they was if they was in the
Damn
red
sure
or
Bro,
they
not?
PBC,
don't.
bro,
We
bro,
barely
PBC
can look at
is
Al Haney.
I guarantee you, if they was in a good place, Showtime would still have them and they will release the
no.
numbers.
You know what? No. You know why?
Showtime just
You
trying to
about
get
to
out of
call the
boxing.
twins.
Do you know
Call
why
the twins.
Showtime is getting rid of PBC? You know why PBC is
Showtime is
leaving
getting rid of
Showtime?
all sports.
No, bro. Do you know why Showtime is they leaving Showtime? Because PBC has it where they get the money and Showtime only gets a small sliver of it. PBC has it where the fighters get the money. Showtime only gets a part of it. They don't
That's
get
my
the money.
point.
So PBC's doing great. They're doing great. It's Showtime that wasn't
Yeah,
doing
but
great.
if you don't have anywhere to make money, how is that great?
Bro,
He
Amazon
might
is
be at
10
Amazon
times
Prime
bigger. They
or
got Amazon
Netflix or
Prime. They
somewhere.
already said they got Amazon, bro. Amazon
Not
have
to
over 1 billion people worldwide, bro.
not
Over
to
1 billion
And
mention,
people worldwide.
don't y'all
That's
remember
Showtime
fighters?
only has like 20 million. They
why
done
does it
upgraded
sound?
that thing
Why does
100%.
everything y'all say sound like a press release thing? I'm just saying.
Nah, but bro, I'm
So
just
why
saying
everything you
like
sound like that you hate no PBC, bro? Like
I'm
damn.
telling you, the whole boxing world is in
I'm telling
flux, and
you
you
that
guys are saying,
PBC
"Oh,
has
only
all the
PBC are doing it
pay-per-view
right."
fighters, bro. PBC's been making that damn bread, bro. Like
But
bro,
you're
all
saying
the
one
fighters,
thing, and
all the
then
fights that they
okay, bro.
had, they
you're
paid their
saying
fighters
one
for
thing, and the fights
installment.
aren't.
So
Here's the
you know
question.
they
Go back to
winning.
the question. The question was, are we going to get the fights? The reason why we couldn't get the fights because the money wasn't right. The reason why the money wasn't right because people were getting paid way more than they should have been getting paid in the
No,
first place.
no, they wasn't going
Whoa.
in the hole for that, bro. People was eating what they killed. They was getting the money off the investments. They was getting money off the
Yeah,
endorsements. They was getting
and if
they wasn't
and
losing money for their private contractors. They don't go
And,
negative with that, bro. You
and
don't go
what a
negative
lot
with
that
of
a
people
private
sounds
don't
contractor.
good,
understand is
but if
Al
you,
allowed
Okay,
his
Rick
fighters
Glazier.
to
All
all
right,
have their
Rick
own
I
Glazier.
can't even
promotion
answer the
plan.
question because
All right, Rick Glazier.
I'm not Rick Glazier. I
You
said
sound like it.
ESPN's hurting. I said the zone's hurting. Y'all heard PBC. Y'all said no, not the PBC though. Like what?
Bro, a
Everybody's
private
hurting.
contractors can't
How
hurt,
can you
bro.
say that? How can you say
Because the way
boxing
it's
isn't
set up as
hurting?
an entity,
But John Norris,
it's set up as an
The
entity,
biggest fights in boxing are crossover fights and YouTubers.
the crossover fights. Okay, bro.
I'm just saying,
Hey,
how can you
wait,
say
come
that?
up here and answer this, A1.
but John
He
Norris,
just came in.
the problem is that everything you saying is in the past tense. This year, PBC has been putting up all the great fights. Everybody's been mostly the fights that we've been wanting. PBC has been making them. So,
But
like I said, you saying like
that's
a
my
past
point.
tense thing.
No, I'm not saying PBC's. I'm not. It's not about PBC. What I said was this is their last year on the contract, so of course they're gonna
Yeah.
cash out. I would too. I'm not saying they're wrong for doing that. I'm telling you that doesn't mean that's gonna be a future where we see all those fights continually. Because until people figure out that you're not gonna make your money back until you start taking the risk without what she said without putting without putting all of the money in one corner because PBC has all the money fighters, then everybody else are just making fights. Until you
Yeah,
guys realize you got to come and actually work with each
PBC.
other, you're not going to be able to compete with YouTube boxing. You're not going to be able to compete with crossover fights. You're not going to be able to compete with the MMA, which is getting
What's up,
a
Rick Fizz?
larger piece of the audience every year that you don't make these fights.
But
That's
guess
my
what?
point.
With the other boxing networks is hurting, that means they gotta come to the PBC. They got to come over and do the fights. So we got to get the fights now.
That's the
But
good thing
they gotta
about it.
come too. They can't come over talking about, hey, we gotta fight for you to fight Keith Thurman fight Bud Crawford. I need $10 million. No. We're not doing that no
They,
more.
they didn't make that fight either.
No.
They didn't make
You're
that
gonna
fight.
get paid
You're gonna
the
get paid
right
what you give.
amount,
No, you're gonna
the
get
right
paid.
amount so we can make the fight now. Because if you
PBC
don't make
don't
the
do,
fight,
bro.
the
PBC
budget is
don't
gonna
do
get cut. And
bro.
then you're gonna have
Listen,
to find somebody else after Amazon.
PBC does not do guarantees, bro. That's one thing about PBC. They barely do guarantees. Go back and look. They barely do guarantees. What they get is you get shit on the back end. They not going in the hole. They don't do J.A. Dixon. They had a couple $100 million fights. They just did three $25 million gates this year. Tank did over 25 million early. Bud did over 25 million. Canelo did over 25 million gates. Plus the sales. And PBC don't do guarantees. They do back end. That's why Bud didn't want to come at first, because PBC ain't giving you no guarantee. You eat what you kill. And if you don't bring in that money, they're not about to pay you, bro. They are private entities. You are private contractors. If you don't make it, then you don't get it. Period.
Well, you also under the thumb of Al Heyman. I don't think every boxer is willing to do that.
But did they not fight? They go on the shelf.
That's a problem.
Hey, they still
You're
making
not
their
putting
money.
me on the shelf because I don't want to do what you think is going to work. No,
But if you sign
I'll go to
Al
Top
Heyman,
Rank and I'll get my 3 to 2 fights a year and I'll make good money. And
okay,
people,
but
my
you see
fans will actually see me fight.
all the fighters come to PBC when they get ready to retire because they know where the money at.
That's when they retire. And that's another thing PBC has a problem with. They don't have any young prospects. They got enough for
D-Free,
older
what's up,
fighters.
bro?
How many fights in PBC do we actually want to see outside of Tank?
You say what?
How many fights at PBC do we actually want to see outside of Tank?
I want to see Wilder. I want to see Spence. I want to see Bud. I want to see David Benavidez. I want to see David Burrell. I want to see Antoine Russell. I want to see Gary Russell. I want to see Matias. I want to see Boots. I want to see I want to see Keith Thurman get the ring. I want to see Denny Garcia. I want to see Aristotle Delora get the ring. I want to see all these damn fights. What you mean, bro?
So you have all these fights. Why don't you think these fights get made?
Frank Martin.
Why don't you think these fights get made?
I like to see the Charlos fight, Tim Zoo, all of them shit.
Why don't you think these fights don't get made?
Look like they get made to me, bro.
So now they get made. Before they couldn't. Before this is the year where they have to fight. Now you're saying they were fighting already.
Made, but they weren't about to damn make a fight if they was trying to make the Spence and Bud fight. They weren't trying to damn mess that up. That's why
you named all these fighters, man. Now you're talking about one fight. So why don't the fights get made?
That was supposed to be the biggest fight, and they didn't want to mess up the venue.
If PBC's not doing anything wrong, why don't we see the fights?
Bro, are we seeing the fights now? Stop complaining.
We saw Ryan Garcia and we saw Bud and Crawford. Anybody else?
We see all the fights, bro. We see.
You named almost 15 people. You said 2 fights. Anybody else?
Seen this year has been a fire ass fight card, bro. So
were they the fights though?
Yeah, there was the fights. I liked every fight they put on this year.
But are they the fights? Are half of them aren't even pay-per-view fights they're putting on right now?
Bro, look. Go ahead, bro. Because
I'm just saying, you told me no one's hurting, so I'm giving you the facts.
We are getting the fights. We are getting the fights.
We hope we're getting the fights.
Promotions, we can't get the fights that they cross. Exactly, Cash Crypto. We get the best fights from PBC. No other networks putting on what PBC is. Period.
But we only got 2 fights. 2 fights out of 18 people you named is not the best fights.
Bro. Hold on, D-Free been waiting. Go ahead, D-Free.
Nah, I'm just trying to figure out what fights have he been watching all year. He said it was only 2 fights because last time I checked, all of the big fights was on PBC.
Dory always capping, bro. Go ahead.
Every
I just answered the question. Y'all just hurting. Y'all hurting.
But I mean, when you said whatever fights, you got Boo Boo and we got Demetrius Andrade still fighting. We had Laura and Danny lined up, and the only reason why that fight didn't happen is because Steven Espinoza tried to pocket the money, and PBC said, "No, we're not doing that. This was supposed to be a pay-per-view." Steven Espinoza tried to pocket the money. That's why
all
that fight has been postponed.
All the PBC welterweights mixed it up.
It's been nothing but big fights being made by PBC, and then another thing I heard y'all talking before I got up here was all this money that PBC is losing money or whatever. PBC doesn't pay any fighters. They don't pay the fighters. The network pays the fighter. PBC gives you a 1.5 guarantee or something small like that, and you make the fight sell. You make the fight sell.
Exactly.
So and now that they with Amazon, they have a budget. So now they can make these fights that you quote unquote say you want to see.
Like ESPN.
They can make those fights. They got a budget now. So they never had a budget with Showtime. It was just, this is what we're gonna pay for the fight, and you got to make it work. That's what they was dealing with. Now they actually have a budget where they can say.
Where have you heard they have a? I'm not trying to cut you off. I just want to just real quick. What information have you heard that they have a budget from Amazon?
Amazon just gave them a $90 million contract. I mean, if you've been reading, you would have saw that.
No, I'm asking.
That's why Netflix is trying to swoop in and give them a bigger contract. Netflix is trying to get on because Amazon is taking PBC.
Netflix is trying to get $150
So let me get this straight. So now Top Rank has a budget, the Zone has a budget, now PBC has a budget, and you're telling me nothing was going wrong before then? Okay.
PBC never had a budget.
That's my point.
About PBC, they didn't have a budget. It was whatever the network paid for the fight. Whatever the network said this fight is worth, that's what they did. They went off of that. But now they have an actual budget because Amazon giving them $90 million. So now they can make better fights because we all know the PBC model. They give you a small guarantee and you go sell the fight. If you want a big purse, you go sell the fight. That's how they do it. So now you got more money to make these bigger fights. Oh, I don't want a 1.5. I want a $5 million guarantee. Okay, we can give you $5 million guarantee, but that's all you're going to get. So now they got PBC is not the only one that's on their last year deal because Top Rank is also on their last year deal. ESPN already said they're not renewing the contract with Top Rank. So Top Rank might be looking for a new home as well.
And which I said everybody's hurting, but all y'all heard was, oh, PBC's doing everything wrong.
No, I hear you talking about PBC.
I broke down everybody, but as soon as I got to PBC, everybody got their fingers in the rough, like as if I singled them out. When I said the whole boxing is hurting.
I didn't hear nothing about.
I caught that. I caught the bias. I caught the bias. I caught the bias.
Oh my God!
I waited. I will let y'all finish, but I caught the bias.
I've been sitting back listening. I didn't hear nothing about Top Rank, nothing about the Zone. I just been hearing PBC. That's all I've been hearing. I've been sitting back listening before I even got up here. I was just sitting back listening.
No, I ain't saying you. I'm just saying I caught the bias, because I said all of boxing. I didn't say PBC was the one problem in boxing. I don't believe that. I said all of boxing is hurting.
The guy with the picture. Have anybody ever told you that you look like the Russells with the beard?
That's my cousin. Gary is my cousin.
Oh my God, you got some strong genes. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. I'm like,
everybody say that when they see my picture. Everybody say that.
Hey, Key, that shows you didn't watch the shows last week because I just went over that with him last week.
Oh yeah. Yep. But and to John Nori, to your point, about what was it like a week ago, a week and a half ago, me and Upper and I broke down that every network is in trouble. We've been saying that. Like PBC ain't no different. Top Rank in trouble. Everybody is in trouble. Which this is why I believe that 2024, everybody got to bang because they got to pay their weight. That's just how I feel.
You already heard Oscar say, "Hey, we all need to come together," because Oscar feeling it because he know that the Zone lost $1 billion. They lost $1 billion. So
they did lost that billion, bro. They lost that billion a while ago.
Yeah, I know they did. And they just making news about it now. But they all feel
they just got another $1 billion. They just got another $1 billion bailout by that damn billionaire. He just gave another $1 billion.
Yeah, they about to lose that too.
It's the politics that made them lose it.
What I was saying is all the other ones, they struggling. Yeah, PBC, they was doing it without a budget. They was doing it where you eat what you kill. Now they have a budget now. So they was putting on great fights without a budget. Now they have a budget like Top Rank in them have. So now they can put on all the fights now. And people still get to eat what they kill as well. So that means exactly Zulu line. That's what I'm saying. Everybody else was struggling while PBC they was making it because they didn't have no overhead. But now they still might run the same way without no overhead because that's the way Al Haney runs his business. Shout out to my guy A1 Hoops over the $10 holler. He said, "Dude, stop the cap. Nobody fans of a damn promotional company. I think I can speak for everyone when they only care about seeing the best fights possible. I don't give a fuck about PBC, ABC, NBC. Just give me the fight."
That's what I'm saying.
A1.
So
Exactly.
why am I being a hater of PBC? I don't get it. What is the point I'm making that makes it? I have no idea.
John Nori is death of the establishment. Y'all better stop.
Yeah, I'm not no PBC hater. I definitely know the Zona top ranked lover or some shit like that. I don't understand what y'all be
John
talking
Nori just
about.
hates everybody, bro. That's what he do. He hates everybody.
I can't hold everybody accountable.
John Nori is the Russian roulette, the wild card. Okay.
But what I was saying though, BBC was doing this without a budget, so they was living off what they could kill, and they killed a lot, and they ate a lot. Now Al Haney will keep that same mindset, and he has a budget to go with it. So now that's more fights that they can make, and they was already making making some fights, bro. Like man, the welterweights been mixing it up. We had Thurman, Garcia. We had all the welterweights mixing it up. Sean Porter, Earl. They make fights. You heard what Adrian Broner say. He said they make you want to fight daggone Godzilla over there. Yeah, you got to fight at the PBC. Like Sabrina Matias, that fight he had with Ponce. Like, bro, they make fights.
But I think too though
David said this. Hold on one second, Keith. Ray Davis said that's not how you presented it, John. You said PBC owes money and put only 2 fights, and that's exactly what you said. You did say PBC owes money; they got to pay it back, which they don't.
I didn't say they don't have to pay it back. I'm saying Showtime's gonna. No, I said somebody has to pay it back.
No,
because of the contract that they signed with Showtime. Showtime is gonna take the loss.
No,
I didn't say PBC owes money. I said that money doesn't disappear. Showtime is going to take the loss for that, which is why they're jumping out of sports. They're only obligated to finish off Canelo's contract, and then they're done.
No, it's not. That's not. I mean, the reason why they coming out of sports is because Paramount is doing away with Showtime altogether. They're getting rid of Showtime altogether, and it wasn't because of they was losing money on PBC because they was actually making money.
I didn't say that either.
But, no, I'm not saying you said. I'm not saying you said. I'm just saying it's because Paramount.
I just wanted to put it out there before I get before I get another.
Paramount is not into sports. Paramount is into movies, and so they make more. And then you got to also remember the actors had that strike, and now the actors are getting paid more money. So now they got to say, okay, we got to pay these guys more money. We got to cut something back in order to recruit that money for these actors and actresses. We got to recruit that money from somewhere. And so they was like, okay, well, we got to get rid of these sports. We're not making as much money as we make on the movies. They making money, but they're not making as much as they make with the movies. So let's get rid of them so we can have some money saved up.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I didn't say that. Ray Davis, I didn't say that.
You didn't say that, though, John.
I said the money that PBC was fronted, that the money doesn't disappear. But I did not say PBC owes them that money. That's not in the contract. Showtime is going to have to take that loss because they're liable because they're the network that puts on the fights. So they're going to take that loss. You guys are telling me you guys are telling me that just because PBC is not going to be liable for the loss that they're winning. I don't see that way.
All right, well,
if every network you go to takes a loss, you're not winning.
Well, here go the comments right here, John. They said, "Nah, you wearing all jackets today, John." And
holding everybody accountable, baby. That's what I do.
How are you not saying what you are saying?
Because I didn't say that. I literally didn't say that.
You said it exactly was what Rick Glazer said. It is what Rick Glazer said.
No, what Rick Glazer is saying is that he's saying a whole bunch of stuff that we can't confirm or not. He's saying their numbers are fake. He's saying all types of stuff. I didn't say any of that.
And Amber said, if Showtime wouldn't be paying it back either, so who is the somebody? Exactly.
That's my whole point. Showtime front the money, so obviously PPC is not gonna have to pay it back because it's not
You
in the
said they had
contract.
to pay it back, bro.
I didn't say they have to pay it back. I said that just because you're
Bro,
getting a win on, I said just because you didn't let me finish. You're doing what you're doing now.
I'm gonna
If
rewrite
you
back
let
my
me,
phone play it for you, bro.
if you let me finish what I was saying, I would have just said it.
I'm gonna play what you said.
I said just because they made money from 2 fights doesn't mean all the money they lost doesn't mean it's a good look for the network. That's what we're talking about.
I get what John is saying, and you know, at the end of the day, I think that we can all agree on that these fights need to be made. It's time for people. It's time for people to, you know, bypass this whole, you know, big money fights and all this other stuff. They got to start.
She dropped off. She dropped off. I don't see how y'all think that they lost money. I don't understand how you think you lost money, because the way the PBC works is you get a guarantee. If the fight doesn't do enough for them to pay the guarantee and then recoup extra money on top of that, all you get is the guarantee. All you get is the guarantee. So if they get a guarantee, if they getting a guarantee and they getting money on the back end, that means that fight made money. Not that the fight lost money. It means it made money, because you can't give them more than what the guarantee is unless you make money. So that's why I don't understand where we getting that they lost money.
My point is they're looking for a network. If they can't find a network because the way that they're doing business is not sustainable, because the network does not take a viable piece of the money, that's not going to work. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well,
The network is taking.
that was the deal that Showtime gave them.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Showtime took the loss. I don't know why everybody keeps saying that. I'm saying PPC took the loss.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying whatever deal Showtime did, that doesn't mean that because of what Showtime deal that they gave them is that PBC is not working right. It's just that's the deal that Showtime had available to give them, and so PBC took it. But like I said, Amazon is giving them a budget. You're gonna have to make the fights that you want to make off of this budget. Netflix is trying to give them a budget. They're trying to steal the deal from Amazon and get them on Netflix. They said, look, we'll give you a budget. You got to make the fights that you want to make with this budget. So, I mean,
that's my whole point. I'm glad we finally on the same wave now. Now that they have a budget, now all these fighters are going to be used to making maybe less than what they're used to. But PBC shouldn't be focused on these older fighters. Hopefully, they made the most of their money. They can start focusing more on prospects, get them in there, and start making the fights we want to see.
They still do the same thing they've been doing. Just because they got a budget doesn't mean that the fighters get more money. It just means they have more money to work with. Like say the Tank Davis, they say, okay, we're only going to give you $25 million for the Tank Davis fight. With a budget of $90 million, we could make the fight whatever we want. We're gonna give you we're gonna give you whatever your guarantee is, and whatever y'all make on that fight is what y'all make on that fight. We still have a budget to make other fights. That budget is just so they have money to make every fight that they want to make. If you want to make all these fights for the new year, you got a budget now to make these fights. If a person say, hey, I don't want a 1.5 guarantee, I want a $10 million guarantee. Now you have a budget. You can make a $10 million guarantee.
But you shouldn't be making a $10 million guarantee for no boost fight.
Hold on for a second. We about to hear about this money they gotta get paid back and all this right here, since he didn't say it. Hold on.
Sorry, I was quiet. I was cooking. But yeah, they're right. The platforms, I mean, the boxing establishment as a whole, the money is drying up.
Because Oscar about to go out of business.
Everybody's hurting.
Might go to Netflix.
And it's not really their fault. It's because
the only person that's not hurt is the PBC. They did $250 million this year. All right, here we go.
You still got all that money that you wasted away. So that don't cover all of that. PBC, somebody got to pay for that.
Look, PBC don't. Why don't you say next, John? They have private contractors. They don't have
Listen, all that money they got fronted, just like the zone. Somebody got to pay for that money. That money just don't disappear.
Bro, what money they got fronted?
All the money they got fronted when they first started, they didn't make all that back, so someone has to pay for that.
Bro, don't you know Floyd help? Okay, so like we said,
So
right?
what did I say? What did I say? PBC owes the money back.
They said PBC all the money.
No,
that
I
they made,
didn't. Don't say I didn't. We just listened to it. Don't say I said PBC has to pay it back. I said somebody, which means I'm talking about whoever signed the contract with them, which is Showtime. They took the loss.
First, bro. You just said
I did not say PBC has to pay the money back. We just listened to it.
Okay.
We just we're not playing it again. We just listened to it. I didn't say that.
Shout out to A1. Damn, called in 4K definition, $5 holler.
Hold on, Upper.
I didn't say it's my live stream going on my pad. I just press rewind.
Oh, okay.
I still didn't say it though.
I'm on two devices, and my other device is paused because I switched off of it. Y'all remember y'all see me on two screens. I had two devices.
So the thing is, okay, so my question is when it comes to this discussion, right? So we're pretty much all essentially saying the same thing. Boxing is failing as a whole, and there has to be in 2024 major changes, and that these people, these boys and girls, these kings and queens gonna have to get in the ring, right? Correct? And it appears, and I'm just paraphrasing, it sounds like John Nori is stating that there's been some misallocation of funds that's been going on. Money isn't, being accounted for or being mismanaged or mishandled. And so that they need to tighten up on that as well. Is that what I'm hearing, John Nori?
That's basically what I say. I don't know why it's so controversial.
No, I get it. I think it all boils down to, yes, boxing got to get its act together. Stop with all these big money fights. Some of these boxers are not worth tens of millions. We just seen Keith Thurman want 10 million. Man ain't been in the ring in a long time, and it's a lot of these boys out here. To be honest with you, it's not that messy with the female boxing, but with male boxing, it's a lot of drama. It's a lot of big eyes, little U's, a lot of Devo antics. Everybody want this, everybody want that, and I get it. Everybody want to eat, but you eat what you kill, man. And some of these fighters are pricing themselves out, and we can't forget about promoters like an Oscar De La Hoya who are robbing their fighters as well, or Bob Arum who barely promotes his fighters.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this, right? Boxing ain't gonna never stop. I'm gonna tell you like this: they make too much money in Vegas for boxing to stop. Whatever happens, they're gonna make sure boxing keep going. Now, what I think is gonna happen now, you got places like Oscar De La Hoya, like Ryan. When Ryan leaves, all he got is he got your boy Schofield, he got Virgil Ortiz, he got Oscar Duarte, he got a couple of other fighters. Well, Rocha just got smashed. So Oscar, he's feeling the heat because if he don't get no money together, they gonna get rid of him because the zone is trying to get PBC as well. ESPN, they don't want to deal with Top Rank no more. So I have a feeling that Top Rank might end up on the zone if Bob Arum can't get them another platform. And if they do that, they're gonna X Golden Boy up out of there. Golden Boys will get X'd out because the zone will definitely go for ESPN. But the kicker of that, Amazon Prime is they said Amazon Prime is about to buy ESPN. They in talks of taking over ESPN. So that's gonna be Top Rank might end up on the same platform with the PBC. They said Amazon Prime buying up all the sports. And right now they're working on a deal with ESPN right now, buying them out.
Yeah, Amazon is Amazon is huge, man. The stuff that they're gonna be able to do, a lot of this stuff is about to be changed. It's gonna come a time. I just want to put it out there. It's gonna come a time where we're gonna have to pay for basketball and football games that we get on free TV on CBS and everything. Everything is streaming, and people want to get paid. It's a privatization of it all. So get ready to start paying for a lot of stuff.
College players are not getting paid now. And I feel like college should have been getting paid because college bring in probably more revenue than the NFL because I know they get me every week. Every weekend I
Yeah,
be
college
getting.
football.
But Ray Davis, welcome to the platform. What you need to
No,
holler at
no
about?
problem, man. Listen, man. I don't want to call you. I don't want to pull your cards, brother. But I'm, salute to you and everybody on the panel. I can clearly prove where you said it because he actually paused it right before you said. If somebody was responding to, well, Floyd paid it back. You said Floyd ain't got nothing to do with the PBC. You said the PBC 100%. I'm not going to make that up. I heard you. You said PBC about 17 times. It is what it is. I mean, if you didn't mean to say it, that's cool. You know what I mean? Just be like, yo, that's not where I was going with it. I was going here. I just used PBC instead of Showtime, and just got lost in translation while I was communicating the situation. But you can't say you didn't say PBC that whole time. You dropped them lines because I put up Rick Glazier as soon as you said it. As soon as you said it in the chat.
Boss, I can't say this
playing
more than enough.
I stopped playing
What I said is somebody has to pay it. That somebody is not Mayweather. We all know that. I don't know why you even write that. Mayweather has no business paying for anything that they have contract with Showtime. That makes no sense.
He owns the PBC. He's part of the PBC.
No owner is gonna pay for for nothing that's contractually. If you have it contractually, it's in the contract that Showtime has to take the loss. Why the fuck would Mayweather pay for that?
Okay.
Shout out to Arab Muhammad.
So hold on. Let me ask you.
Hey, John, Arab Muhammad said your name, John Glacier.
So you telling me you and the dealership don't own the car, right? They don't own the car. So you go to the dealership, you make a negotiation with that dealership who finds a bank for you to pay. That bank now owns that car. Doesn't matter what the dealership did. You don't have to pay the dealership back, but you have to pay that bank back, right? So if you don't pay that bank, what happens? So
Go ahead.
They don't
I
go
thought
after,
you was done.
No, I'm just saying they don't go after the dealership. They go after you. So the fact is, you said Floyd don't have nothing to do with it. He's a part owner, so they will go after him.
No, that's not how it works.
Okay.
If they go after whatever your collateral is. If Showtime is your collateral, they're the network. They're going after the network.
But you said
they're putting on the. I didn't say the PBC. I said that money doesn't disappear. You guys are assuming and using your bias to fill in blanks because you don't want to hear the point. The point is, PBC's way of doing business is not sustainable with networks because the networks are taking losses because they're giving most of the money to the promoters and to the fighters, and the fighters are making big bank, and that is sustainable for PBC's purses, but that not be sustainable for the other networks. So going into the future, the network is giving them the budget so they can make the fights, and these fights are gonna have to stop talking about I need $10 million to fight Boots or I need $12 million to fight Bud Crawford. You're gonna have to fight for 3, maybe 2, and get in the ring and do your job. That is my point. Okay, stop acting like you don't understand my point because you want to have a PBC bias. I don't give a fuck about PBC Top Rank or ESPN. I don't know why I have to say this in basic terms for y'all.
Hold on, champ. I ain't disrespect you. I ain't curse at you.
No, I'm just saying. I'm talking generally, not to you in person, but I get what you're saying.
Okay, I got you. I'm just saying generally. So one, Boots is not with the PBC. Then you said they didn't have fighters. They only had 2 fights they put on this year, which they put on like 20 fighters this year. I mean, you got from undercards and everything. It was all great fights. So anybody that says that they did not see a great fight is definitely blowing smoke out of their chimney. Another thing is, only fight that took place that was outside the PBC this year that was a great fight or anticipated fight was Devin and Loma. Other than that, there was no great fights on any other network but the PBC and Showtime. That's it. Because even Boots fought for Showtime, and he was on a PBC card when he fought Villa, and when he fought the other dude because Villa fought Rashidi, so that was all PBC. I don't know, man. I'm just saying they put money out there.
What I'm saying is PBC has their way of doing business. Top Rank has their way of doing business. Golden Boy and the rest of the UK promotions have their way of doing business on the zone.
Okay.
What they're not trying to emulate what PBC is doing.
Right.
I'll tell you what Rick Glazier is saying. His points, I don't agree with all his points. I'm not into this whole promoters and networks thing, but Rick Glazier's point is PBC, what they're doing is hurting boxing because the fights won't get made because the fights overpaid. That's what Rick Glazier is saying. I don't know that to be true because I have not seen all the contracts.
Okay. But
don't inflate those 2 points.
Not you. Okay. So you saying the same, you kind of saying something similar. So Now, one, let's put it this way: the fighters are the ones that's putting themselves out there and their lives on the line. The promoter should only be making a percentage. With Top Rank, DAZN, or I'm sorry, Matchroom, DAZN, Oscar, and these other what's the other one? Triller. They are taking money away from the fighters because they're signing them to deals where they have to fight a certain amount of fights to collect money. The PBC is paying these fighters. That's why these fighters are leaving to go there, because they're paying the fighters and letting the fighters make their worth, where these other people are not. They're only allowing them to fight to make money. So, to make a contract, submit a contract. They're only fulfilling a contract over there on these other networks. And the promoter is making all the money. And then he's giving the networks a small amount because he's taking money and say, oh, I got to pay the networks. I got to pay this. I got to pay it. No, the fighter deserves more capital out of those checks than the promoter. The networks are showing it. They deserve a larger amount than the promoters, but the promoters think that they're doing all the business. And the lawyers are saying that they take money. Where Rick Glazer comes in, oh, we're lawyers, so we deserve a certain amount because we negotiate this. Nah, it don't work like that. The man that puts them trunks on and them gloves and the woman, they deserve the money. They put their lives on the line. You don't see the NASCAR drivers making less than their pit crews. I'm just saying, it is what it is. The jockeys make more money than the owners. It is what it is. I'm just saying they just doing it wrong. PBC doing it right. So however you want to see it, I mean, that's the way boxing should be, or any other sport. It should be about the athlete, in my opinion.
But that's my point. I'm not making that point, and that's what I was saying since the beginning. That's not the point I'm making. You're conflating the 2 points together because you heard PPC and then you just got into bias mode. I said they're all hurting because there's not enough money to go around. Somebody's gonna have to start cutting. Somebody gotta start cutting somewhere. If we're only gonna get if DAZN and ESPN are not making big fights, they're just making prospects and making good fights here and there, but they're staying busy. And PBC got a lot of their fighters being inactive because they need big checks to get in the ring. Who's gonna be more sustainable after a while? How many big fights can you make if you have to wait 3 years for them?
That's all coming to a close. That's why he said they got a better budget. With the budget is going to allow that to happen now, because now you're able to put on more fights. You'll be able to put on smaller names in different markets to fight on different times and different schedules. That is what it is. But
then what happens when you have to go when you have a fighter that the fans want you to fight that's on Top Rank,
okay,
or they're on Golden Boy? Then what's going to happen?
Eventually, it's going to have to happen. You can't run forever, and nobody can run forever. Either you got to cross the street or they got to cross the street. It is what it is. I mean,
and you got a 90 million budget, and then they say I need 20 million to fight. Then what's going to happen?
It is what it is. They got to meet. That's why you negotiate. And if that doesn't work out, then you put into a purse bid, and that's where it comes into that.
Who are you to tell a fighter how much he's worth?
That's why they have a purse bid. I'm not nobody to tell anybody what they're worth.
Well, what if the fighter says, fuck that purse bid, I ain't fighting him?
But then that's his choice. It's his bag.
And what PBC says, you don't have to fight him. We'll find you somewhere over here.
Well, that's cool. Then that's what they do. I mean, there's these reasonings that you're giving me. They're not great examples. You're still
that's boxing. What are you talking about? That's not reasoning. That's boxing.
You're still gonna have your fight. You're not gonna be fighting some gatekeeper, some dude that's washed up, or some prospect. You're going to be fighting somebody that has a name regardless, and you're still going to get your bag. So either way, you're going to get that fight. You're going. Do
you think Cody Crowley's wrong for asking for $10 million to fight Boots?
No, absolutely not. He was established, and he was in the running, right? He knew, and if he lost, he got his head knocked off. If he won, he made it happen. So it would have been worth it either way. That's
I would say I do not agree with that. He's a 1.5 to 2.5 fighter for a Boots. That's just my opinion. But go ahead, y'all.
I'm looking at the way he was saying. He's using it as an example. I don't think he's saying 10 million as an example. Now, if that's what he asked for, no, he's not. He's just doing it because he's trying to protect himself and cash out. That's what people do. I mean, did Bud deserve more than what he got? No, but he did. I mean, everybody's seen that, and it is what it is. We can't control what people do on the outside of things. We can only control what happens when we watch it. We're just spectators. We are all spectators.
Yeah.
We don't do the negotiation. Go ahead, Keith. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I think, and again, I see what everybody is saying here. I get what you and Upright are saying, and I get what John Nori is saying. I agree with both sides. Yes, PBC is in a different ball game because they have put on the big fights that have generated money. They have people assigned to their stable right now, such as Canelo, Tank, Bud Crawford, Errol Spence, that now have pay-per-views. Canelo's been in the pay-per-view running for a very long time. That is generating revenue. Their stock is hit. The thing is that, well, their stock is good, but the thing is that they represent a small portion of the rest of the boxers that's able to keep boxers afloat. And let me give this example. So a few weeks ago, Mario Barrios' manager was talking to the Rise podcast. Shout out to the Rise podcast. Make sure y'all like and comment and subscribe to their channel. But Barrios' manager made the point and said that Tank fight, because of what Tank generated previously, they were able to pay Barrios to fight Tank and pay the undercard as well. Now, when you have a Tank Davis that's making, let's do an estimation before this Ryan Garcia fight, right? Let's say that they were making anywhere between, let's say, I'm gonna just throw a number out there. Let's say for the whole thing with pay-per-views and the gate, let's say 50 million, right? That 50 million that they generated after the fighters and everything was done being paid, now they have a pot that they can utilize to pay for the next fight with the undercards. And it's not difficult for them to do. They don't have to raise prices. They don't have to cut vendors. They don't have to cut in staff, whatever the case may be. The money is there. Everybody is eating. Whereas with other companies, promotional companies such as a Top Rank, everything is by the book. Everything is by the teeth. And it's penny based because we ain't got the money like that. Because let's face it, Top Rank productions are not making the type of money that that PBC is making. We can all agree on that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, just Spence and Earl alone just did 89 point, 90% of Top Rank funding. You feel me? For the year. I mean, we can all agree on that. So I think now it's time for fighters such as Abut, such as the Stanionis, everybody, Zepeda, from all different promotional companies. It's time for them to start pulling their weight, because at the end of the day, people can say about what they want with Tank and what made, he needs to fight the best fighters. But at the end of the day, y'all got to realize, when people like Tank, when Earl Spence, when Canelo, when those three fighters are fighting, their fights alone is feeding fighters underneath them and putting on productions for the future. And that is not a good business model to have to move forward. There's no sustainability in that, just to put the emphasis on three other fighters. That's why I'm glad that people like Shakur and Devin Haney and the rest of them are trying to get their name out there and doing what they can with marketing, whether it's good or bad. We can have our differences on there, but it needs to be done, because from 130 to 147, Tank is the only one carrying the weight outside of Earl Spence. And Earl Spence has been silent for several months now. Mm-hmm. We don't know what his pay-per-view is going to look like next time with him and Bud. You know what I'm saying? But we can all agree that, okay, it's Tank. Then we have such and such. Then we have such and such. And then we got Deontay Wilder. They keep pricing themselves out of Deontay Wilder. Don't nobody want to fight Deontay. Mm-hmm. He's trying to buy a fight at this point. Now he got to go to the UFC. You know what I'm saying? To hopefully do something, but we got to realize the magnitudes of what these guys are doing. And it's just time for, and I agree with John Nori, it's time for other boxers to pull their weight, because the model that's been working, whether you're with the Zone, whether you're with Top Rank, whether you're with PBC, is not sustainable. It's not. But go ahead, you guys.
Yeah, and to touch on your point, I mean, that's why I agree with guys. Like, I like guys like I mean, they're not doing it as much, but they used to, like Teo, Colbert, Blair the Flair. Like, those guys tried to put their names out there. They tried to make noise out there to get people to follow them, but they're being overwhelmed by the bigger fighters. So I get that point, absolutely, and that's a big issue, because they're not able to talk and do the things they should be doing. And when they're not performing up to par, or they take a L, they feel like their careers are over instead of them just continuing to go. That we can blame that on something else, but regardless, they are still fighters. They're still prize fighters, and they need to be out there making noise, like you said, regardless of what network they're on. At the end of the day, I just think that we just need to give credit to what they have done on both sides, on whatever side of the street they're on, and how they present themselves when they get into that ring. And like I said, they all deserve a bag. I'm not saying $1 million a fight, none of them, because that's a lot of money. Obviously, you got to be sustainable, have good fights, and people want to see it. But I mean, John Ryder got a bag for fighting Canelo. Nobody wanted to see that. And what happened? He signed to Showtime. They said, nah, that ain't happening over here. You're going to fight somebody legitimate, and that's it. We ain't going to just pay you just to pay you. And those are the things we're talking about. So I get what you're saying, both of you. I was just establishing the points that what I heard and how it came off. Like I said, John, you might not have meant to say certain things. It's just what you said or how it came off was not the way that it was announced to us. So we responded with that. So all love, brother, for real. I got you, and I understand you now. So being that said, we on the same boat ride here. I got to get out of here though, but for real, I'm be listening. Salute to y'all.
Salute
No,
to you,
thank
Ray
you. We're
Davis.
definitely thank you. John Nori, were you gonna say something, or was that somebody else on there?
Nah, I wasn't. I was just saying salute to Ray Davis. I'm glad we're gonna say wavelength right now. I
Okay,
mean, what
cool.
you put it out perfectly, Key. So
Okay, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think we're all saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? We're definitely all saying the same thing and seeing the same thing. It's just the way we're wording it. But to be honest with you, like me and Upper has been saying, especially myself for the past almost month, all these networks are in trouble. And it's just not boxing. If you've looked at the projection, because I like basketball and I like football too. I got to go on another talk to one of my colleagues about the ghetto-ness that's been going on in basketball for the past couple days. But if you look at the numbers, the basketball is down, NBA is down. College football and basketball are the only ones that are remain steady. But basketball, NBA is down. Like a lot of places are suffering right now, y'all, especially when it comes to the sports arena. So we're all saying the same thing. But next year, I think with boxing, in order for it to be good, is people got to stop pricing themselves out, and these boys got to start fighting, because we can't keep relying on the same people over and over again to put on these big fights to get the money going. You know what I'm saying? And putting it all on their back. Like, it's time to let them other boys do something. That's why I want y'all to support Shakur, buy his fight. For
Key, you
support
know,
that, buy his fight, huh?
Key, you know what I think just messing up the whole sport of boxing, the
What?
franchise belt. Those
Lord,
franchise belts.
Jesus, you just want to do it.
Hashtag left field with
Lord
it.
have mercy. Lord have mercy. You know
uh,
what trumps a
Those coming
franchise
out of
belt?
left
A
field.
mandatory. Fight your mandatories.
Yeah, so
Forget
that's
belts.
what
Fight the
the franchise
mandatory.
belt was created so people can duck their mandatories. It started with Canelo trying to duck Jamal Charlo, and the WBC made up this franchise belt to accommodate his ducking. And then Lomachenko took off from that, you know. And
like the WBA
y'all
super.
like to say that Devin Haney was never his mandatory. Devin Haney was the interim champion. He was the next. He
That
was
does
supposed
not
to.
mean that he was a mandatory
That's the
frequent.
person that gets the shot for the belt, though.
But
And what
that's not,
happened
but
was
he's
He
not
wasn't a
mandated.
Loma
That's
bro.
the
saw
case in
Loma
who
saw
would
that, and
be fighting.
Loma saw
Who?
that, and he wasn't
Luke
just
Campbell was the
elevated
best.
out of the
Look,
blue.
look, hold on, bro. Look, Luke
Devin
Campbell was the best.
Haney
No,
was
hold
about
on,
to
bro.
fight Luke
Hold on.
Campbell.
I've been letting y'all spit. I ain't saying that. Luke Campbell was the mandatory to Mikey Garcia. He was the
Hmm.
mandatory to Mikey Garcia. And they was on Eddie Hearn's network. Eddie Hearn's the one that did the cross promotion with Lomachenko, because he was giving Luke a
Hmm.
chance to win more belts. And then Lomachenko didn't have Devin as his mandatory. He had a fight with Tio for unification. And Loma decided to go for the franchise belt so he could
No, that was after
elevate.
Upper.
So he wouldn't have no, bro. I'm telling you what. We'll talk about it later. She closed us out. She closed us out. We'll talk about it later.
Frequent, you
Okay.
got it. You frequent got. Listen, one thing that I respect about frequent, I respect about Bullet. You know what I'm saying? When it come to y'all fighter, man, You feel me? When I say the Avengers assemble, y'all assemble, bro. Like, and I promise you, I got a
Cause
million
we know
calls.
Devin Haney was about to fight Luke Campbell, and then Loma jumps in there,
Lord,
and
I get it.
they
I
worked
get it.
their politics. They worked their
Everybody,
politics and stole this guy,
I get it. Everybody
stole
ducked
his fight,
him.
just like they're trying to
Everybody was
do
afraid of him.
Deontay Wilder.
Yes, everybody was afraid of him. Everybody ducked him. He beat up Floyd in sparring. He beat up Tank. He beat up Shakur. Am I missing anybody? Keith Johnson. He beat up
And you
everybody.
forgot the
You know
son.
what I'm saying? What
You
else am
forgot
I
the
missing?
son.
Yes,
He had that stare down with the son and won. The
in
son
one.
blinked.
Yep, you are absolutely right. You are, yes. Devin did it all. I promise you. I have nothing else. I have nothing else to argue about today. I've been arguing with y'all for hours.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that for
Facts,
another
facts,
day then.
facts. Word.
Shout
I'm a
out to
holler at y'all, man. I
John.
gotta get out of
You
here.
have any last
All
points,
right, man.
John?
Nah, I ain't got no other points, man. Yeah, this was a good talk. Salute to Upper, salute to chat, salute to the panel. All of y'all key did a wonderful job once again. I'll see
Thank
you
you,
on these other
man.
channels. You know what it is. We'll be here with
I'll
the
see you in
Avengers.
I see you on KOs. If I
I
can manage. If I can manage.
get some sleep.
Thank you, John, for
Yeah,
coming on. Frequent, is there
for
anything
sure.
that you would like to close us out with, sir?
No, that's it. We can save everything else for another show. Salute to the panel. Salute to the chat. Everybody have a great night. Well, it's night. It's about to be evening here where I'm at. I'm in Philly,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it's getting dark early right now.
Well,
It's 4:41 where I'm at. We already dark right now.
well,
Yeah,
I
it's
think.
4:41 here too.
Yeah,
Oh
we
yeah,
dark already.
I'm Central Time, so we're still 3.
Yeah, but I say peace and blessings to everybody out there.
Oh
Appreciate
Lord
y'all for
Jesus.
coming. And we're gonna
Um,
I said peace and blessings to everybody out there. Appreciate y'all for coming out. And I'm gonna let Key close it out as she normally do.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, Upper. I was woo-sign. You feel me? I got a woo-sign sometimes. This has been going on all morning. I again salute to the Devin Haney, the Avengers. One thing about y'all, man, y'all stand 10 toes down for y'all boy. I can't even I can't even stunt like y'all team is bar none. Shout out to y'all, man.
Kyle,
Yeah,
you got it backwards. We had all the stones. Devin Haney had all the stones. They the Avengers.
okay. Okay. I'm sorry. So you got it. I ain't got nothing else to argue. Look, I'm Shakur Stevenson. I'm tired. Okay. I'm tired.
No, you gotta say it
I'm
like you
done.
said it then. I'm
I'm
tired.
tired. Yes, I'm tired. I'm tired. I get it. I get it. Okay. Thank you guys for coming out. This is a great show. I'm praying that tomorrow we can get on the marketing talks. I want to still go back to that video of us breaking down um their moves, Devin, Shakur, and Tank. And also, we're probably going to throw in something with the sparring with Ryan since he does have a fight coming up too. I just want us to look at these 3 kings, you know what I'm saying? Especially Devin, Shakur, and Tank. Look at what they got going on with their moves, where they can adjust on. We can really dive into that more deeply tomorrow or this week. And also the social media narratives debunking. I don't know what I'm gonna have to say about that, y'all, because the Avengers, baby, they didn't did me one today. But I want to thank you guys for coming out. First of all, to OTB Boxing. I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to him. Shout out to him. Shout out to Bullet Gibson, John Nori. Y'all got to know one thing about John Nori. John Nori knows exactly what he's doing. That's why I don't get bent out of shape with John. 'Cause I know John. He's actually hilarious to me. That's why I call him Death to the Establishment, because he really don't really care for no. He really don't care for no networks. To be real frank with y'all, he just pick on PVC. But shout out to him. Shout out to Gary Russell's cousin. I didn't get his name. My apologies, King. Shout out to you for coming up.
D free.
Of course, huh?
D free.
D Free. Shout out to D Free. Thank you to Frequent Flyer as always. Frequent gonna say what he got to say and stand on it. He don't care what you got to say. Okay, period. So shout out to Frequent Flyer, Ray Davis. Thank you, King, for coming up. Shout out to you. Thank you to Brian King Falcon, Coach Amber the Queen. How you doing? Buckle Up Boxing Talk, Aaron Muhammad, Justin Hawkins, Coach. I said Coach Amber, but shout out to you again. Exactly, Ray Davis, Divination. It's the Divination. It is Devin Haney 316. Okay, Dank Luke shout out to you, King. Zulu Lion 1, as always, King. Thank you for coming through. That whole boy, shout out to you. Thank you for coming, King. Make sure I'm not forgetting anybody. Make sure I'm not forgetting J.A. Dixon. Definitely shout out to you. For the Cash Apps, let's give a special shout out to the Melvinaire podcast, aka Rome the Plug. Y'all don't forget to subscribe to him. Also, A1 Hoop Zone. Thank you, King, for hitting Upper with the triple whammy today. I hope that you all continue to stay blessed. Is there anybody that I'm missing? If I am, my apologies, because we had a lot of people coming in and out today. So, Queen Ariana, there you are. Shout out to you, Original American, David Haney, the truth. Y'all can have it. Hell, I don't give a damn if he was a lie at this point. Truth, lie, mixed up feelings. Y'all have it, okay? I'll come back and argue with y'all tomorrow. I have me a nice 2-piece, you feel me? Some coffee to really get it in with y'all, okay? To really get it in with y'all, round 2. So shout out to you, Original American. Queen Ariana, I didn't forget about you, Queen. Salute to you. And D1. I know you said that you were at work. It was really good seeing you, D1. Shout out to you. I was waiting on him to hop on because D1 would have had my back too. You feel me? D1 would have came out swinging with these Devin Haney narratives. But shout out to all y'all, man. Upper, again, thank you. This was epic. Another great show. Again, I've been seeing channels around here still in Upper and I talking points, and even some of the panel, some of the people that get on here like Frequent Bullet, some of y'all talking points are getting spread around here too. And I just want to say, y'all with these channels that's stealing from Upper's channel and the panel that's up here, give these people their credit. You feel me? Like, all the person have is their word and their name. That's what my dad always said. So give these people credit, man. Tell them, you know what I'm saying, where you getting it from. Like, as you can see, we have no problem saluting and shouting out other channels and telling y'all to like and subscribe. And it'd be best if it'd be good, if y'all can do the same thing to Upper, you know what I'm saying? Because he has a wife and a family too. And they are lending him to us for a couple hours, and he's doing what he has to do. So give my man his props. Shout out to Upper and his family, his wife. Oh, Just Do is on. Shout out to Just Do and his queen and his family. Make sure y'all check them out. Everybody that I mentioned, God bless you all and y'all families. I'm out.
Peace and love, y'all. Salute.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. I'm moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to strike, and guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK or anybody kill. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. Stay on point, 6-2, gon' split 'em. LPN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5.0, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and triple ops Draco. I got them all, you don't want no smoke. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me second monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga. I keep leaving nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. Sunny monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleeding.